The best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, "Go Mangum Tigers." Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services, from fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall. Stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers. Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Well, hi again, everyone. Welcome to football on Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv, and also on Facebook Live. It's your old buddy Michael in the morning, and I'm joined by Dylan Fox. Dylan, hello. Welcome to the broadcast booth, my friend.
There's no place I'd rather be on a Friday night than Mangum, Oklahoma.
Put your mouthpiece there a little closer so folks can hear the excitement in your voice about being in Mangum, Oklahoma on a Friday night, what is an absolutely scalding Friday night. When I left Altus and made my way to Mangum about an hour or so ago, a little bit longer than that actually, it was 100 degrees when I left beautiful downtown Altus. When I arrived in beautiful downtown Mangum at the Liberty Bowl, it was 100 degrees. This is crazy on the 6th day of September.
Yeah, it's a little warm to say the least, but I think as the game goes along, the sun will go down and it'll cool off quite a bit.
Well, we have chilled all the way down to 98 degrees now, and the overnight low.
I'm being optimistic.
Yeah,
okay?
The overnight low is supposed to be 67. So there you have it. Season opener for both ball clubs as Mangum and Ringling get ready to get underway here. And you talk about as the game wears on, the temperature will drop. It'll become a little bit more bearable. But if you're an athlete out there, and you're not that far removed from playing high school sports yourself and now working to be an athletic trainer. I mean, how do you combat this sort of thing? Because it is not, your usual run-of-the-mill weather on a football Friday night.
Well, as a coach, you need to be telling your players to stay hydrated, lots of water, lots of fluid. Also stretching because, once you start getting cramps, it's hard to get rid of them.
Okay.
So hydration, staying stretched, don't sit down and get all tight.
But we should have been hydrating before now.
A long time ago,
okay.
yeah.
So we just can't go in and drink a gallon of pickle juice and think that everything is going to be okay. And even though you're in the best possible shape you can be, the body just wears down after a while, right?
Yeah, after a while, if you're not properly hydrated and fueled, the heat will get to you pretty quick. So, definitely they should have been hydrating the last couple of days. That should have been a key thing from the coaches to stay hydrated because their conditioning better be on point because, if they're not conditioned in this heat, it'll get to them real quick.
And I want to ask you this as well. I left Altus. It was probably about 5:15, and the Ringling football bus was parked at Western Sizzlin. So you're eating a big pregame meal, then you get here, and some of the warm-ups were going on. Kids didn't have on shirts and no pads, no helmets. How do you, is that enough time to let things metabolize? Because you got to be careful about what you load up on, don't you?
Yeah, for me, I couldn't eat before game. Now, some of my friends, would have Frito chili pies and pizza and stuff. I couldn't do that. But, hey, 15, 16, 17-year-old kids, they might be able to do it, but I can't.
I remember my junior and senior years. Now, I would, when class got out 3:15, I'd go home and eat about a half a bag of nacho cheese Doritos. And it would last probably 2 or 3 plays, and then I was over on the sideline losing everything. All right, we're getting set for week number 1 as Ringling and Mangum get ready to square off here at the Liberty Bowl. The Mangum Lady Tigers playing earlier this afternoon. My good friend Trent Shelby dropping by, and I was just getting ready to say the Mangum Lady Tigers and his daughter Hadley Shelby playing softball earlier today. They took it on the chin, losing 3-0 to Cyril. but we'll be back in action tomorrow. So best of luck to Richard Carney's club. We'll probably see Richard before all is said and done. And as we get ready for our football game, we'll talk a little bit more about the softball schedule that is coming up. And there's some big games coming up for the Lady Tigers next week inside the district. We will step aside, come back, and continue our countdown to kickoff. We've got Mangum and Ringling coming up. Stick and stay on OKSports.tv and Classic Hits 97.7.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
Dylan Fox, Michael in the morning, and a veritable cast of thousands back at the Liberty Bowl as we get set for the Mangum Tigers and the Ringling Blue Devils in the season opener for both ball clubs. And Dylan, before we went to break, I was talking a little bit about softball. Next week, a huge week for Richard Carney's club. They're 12-4 on the year. Those 4 losses have come outside the district. So you want to win every game, but if you're going to lose inside the district. Hobart and Apache are chasing the Lady Tigers. And so next week going to be a big week. We'll talk more about that after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
He's Dylan Fox. I'm Michael in the morning, and we're glad to have you alongside tonight here on Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv as we get ready for Ringling and Mangum here from the Liberty Bowl. And my sources tell me, and I've got Dylan here for a lot of reasons. Number one, he's young, and he helps out with all that newfangled stuff that we're doing. A year ago, Chad Fox and Shelley Fox and yours truly and a couple other people said, hey, why not just go whole hog and let's cover 3 schools, and let's not just do the audio. Let's do video as well, and we'll just drag out every family member we can find and do the broadcast. And so we did that a year ago, and somehow we survived that first year. Broadcast well over, I would say, probably 175 contests. And now here we are ready for season number 2. You and I, we didn't end that long ago. It was in May when the Tiger baseball team was playing in the state tournament.
Yeah, you and me, we've had a couple of games together, Michael. It's been a fun ride, but I'm glad to be back here in Mangum. We've covered these kids quite a bit the last, year or so?
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see what they've got going this year.
All right, help me understand something now. And some of my sources are telling me that they play back the games on Saturday and then through the week as well, because, it's on a YouTube channel and it's on the 97.7 Facebook page as well. So, and I'm told that they take some snippets when things get excited and they video Snapchat. How does all that work?
So I think it's just like an actual visual video, and so then they're just videoing it to make fun of you whenever you're around them next time.
Well, I mean, that's easily done. There's no question about that. Captains for Mangum have gone to midfield, and that'll include Colton Laughlin and Dalen Stacy, also captaining tonight. Fisher Webb, and the final member of that, Payson Jenkins for Mangum, who will be in their road black uniforms home white black uniforms with the white numerals and the orange trim. So there's another thing that comes into factor. You've got the road all black uniforms on. That just simply adds to the heat.
Yeah, I don't know if the black uniforms are the best option for a 100-degree night, but they look good, so that's always a win.
That's one of the reasons why the Dallas Cowboys, you normally see the Cowboys in white jersey tops, because playing in the heat of Dallas all the time, just kind of got used to it. So when there's a team that has forced them to wear their blue on the road, because the white is supposed to be your road uniform, and the Cowboys wear that at all times. So when you see that, you know that somebody is messing with the Cowboys when they're wearing their blue uniforms on the road. Alan Meyer is our referee here tonight, and he tells us that Ringling will receive the football on the right end of your listening device. And we learned that from Casey Paxton. He says, could be the right end of my vehicle for all that is involved there. Sam Van Buskirk, one of the captains here tonight for this group from Ringling. He is joined out there by Ethan Neville, and the final member of that captaincy squad was River Miller. So it will be Mangum kicking off from left to right. Receiving will be Ringling, and the Blue Devils dressed in their home white uniforms. Road uniforms. It's early in the season. You have to forgive me. Road white uniforms with the blue trim. And again, they'll work on the left end of your listening and or viewing device. Quickly, before I run out of time, I will tell you, we talked about that softball schedule coming up next week, and we've got a dandy stretch coming up. We look forward to this. It begins on Monday when Apache comes to town. Now, Apache and Hobart, each a game behind Mangum in the district standings. Mangum undefeated. Apache and Hobart each have lost one game. So it'll be Apache on Monday night, and then we go to Hobart on Thursday night of next week for the Lady Bearcats. And then on Saturday, step outside of the district play, but it's a Saturday afternoon. There's not a lot of good football. So I decided I'm going to come do softball. Elk City and Sterling will be in town for ball games. They'll play the Duke Lady Tigers, who are highly ranked in Class B play. And then on the 23rd, they get the Hobart Lady Bearcats. So a big stretch coming up here on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. One more quick timeout. When we come back, the opening kickoff football season coming up on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pike passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Back in the Liberty Bowl, we're ready to get this one underway on a football Friday night, week number 1. Mangum will be kicking off, and doing the duties for the Tigers will be Jackson Warner. Warner, one of those names that you will remember from the last couple of years. His name, Bernard Bailey, Colton Laughlin, Dalen Stacy, Payson Jenkins, J.T. Schrum, and Chris Harper. But then you're going to have some new names. We did hear from Elijah Bernal last year. I think Bernal has him a breakout season this year, one of those that we look forward to watching him blossom as this season progresses. Meantime, the Ringling Blue Devil team, they've got some kids back from last year that we are quite familiar with. Colt Gandy, Duchesne Paul, Sam Van Buskirk, Drake Stapleton, Cash Lyle, Ethan Johnson, and Cody Scott all were key cogs in that season victory a year ago for the Blue Devils of Ringling. So we're just about ready to get this one underway. Good to have you alongside. However, you may joining us on whatever platform it may be. And we do radio, we do oksports.tv, we do Facebook. So there's no reason why you can't find us, whether it's video, audio, or a combination of the two. So Mangum will kick it off, back to receive. And that young man we'll talk about a bunch here tonight. I told Dylan and Fox, Duchesne Paul will be somebody we'll discuss. And Paul in the middle of the field at about his own 3-yard line as set to kick the football away, Jackson Warner. They put 12 minutes up on the clock. Warner gets the signal. Here's the kick, a little pooch kick on the near side, picked up at about the 35-yard line, and falling on it right there will be the up-back River Miller. They'll give him the 36. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. And what in the world was that? There's smoke. It smells good, though.
Is that baby powder?
It is baby powder. You're right. So, or are we taking a page from LeBron James? Somebody, I mean, come on. That is baby powder. Well, that's better than smoke, I guess. Wow. A new tradition being started here. Big Ugly's up front for Mangum, right in the middle of the field, and he'll make a lot of noise. J.T. Schrum. On the left side of Schrum, you'll find Payson Jenkins, and here on the near side will be Christian Kaverka. 1st and 10 now. Underneath center. Ringling will go with Van Buskirk. I formation. He'll spin, fake the handoff to the tailback. Plenty of time. Throws out the flat, ball caught at about the 40-yard line to the 40, 45, and across the midfield stripe. Down to about the 46-yard line of Mangum. Catches made by Cody Scott, but we have penalty flags back here at the 44 and the 39-yard lines, and this one may be coming back. Get the call from Alan Meyer, the white hat, and he tells us ineligible receiver downfield, so they will mark that off against Ringling, and a bit of a break there for Mangum. But Dylan, a play that takes that long to develop, you can only ask those big guys up front to hold their blocks for so long before they want to go downfield and put a hat on someone.
Yeah, like I told you, I really don't know that much about football, but from what I've seen, yeah, you're right.
Well, he'll be a great color analyst all season long.
You're welcome.
We'll get him going. He'll be fine. So they take it back to the 30-yard line where it'll be 1st down, and we'll call it 15 as the line to make just outside the 45-yard line. Boy, the field in absolutely pristine condition. They've done a great job with it since last we were here back in November of 2018. And again, Van Buskirk underneath center, I formation. Got a fullback right behind him, and the tailback is Cash Lyle. They'll hand it off to Lyle on the right side, gets a block, cuts it back inside the 35, across the 37, out to the 38-yard line where he is spilled. Nice open field tackle there, turned in by Elijah Bernal. I told you we would talk a lot about Bernal, and they said Bernal made the hit at the 37. So it'll be 2nd down from there. 2nd down, we'll call it 7.5. Clock running here in quarter number 1, minute gone by. And the first possession of the evening for Ringling. Blue Devils very deliberate in the huddle and with the snap as well. So they'll run that play clock as much as they can. Van Buskirk underneath center. Sam, the senior, barking out signals, has a wide receiver here on the near side. I formation. And again, long time underneath center now. He'll turn, spin, hand the ball off to Lyle, and Cash makes the 40 and no more. Ran into a roadblock there. Great tackle turned in by a pair of Tigers. Christian Kavertna, I hope we're saying that correctly, and Jenkins on the stop.
The first time we pronounce someone's name wrong.
And they always let us know, don't they?
They always let us know.
That's okay. 3rd down and a long 5. Line to make just outside the 45-yard line. Ball setting at the Ringling 40. 10-10 left here in this first quarter of play. Ringling went up top of the first play of the ball game and picked up positive yardage, but it came back because of ineligible receiver downfield. Van Buskirk again handing off to the tailback, makes a move, and had the 45 he thought, but got hammered by Colton Laughlin as he tried to make that move to the 45. Laughlin put a hat on him at the 44. He'll be shy of a first down by about a half yard. 4th and about a half. And what does Ringling do here in the season opener on your season opening drive?
Well, I think high school, they normally don't have the best kickers in the world, so I'm going to say here they're probably going for it.
Well, they appear to be, as they do not send in the place kicker. They go with a bunch formation. Van Buskirk underneath center. He'll bobble the ball. It's on the ground. And let's see who got on top of it as the line judge comes over from the near side. Even if Ringling gets it, I don't believe they've got enough for a first down.
Yeah, I think this side referee marked it before the first down, which is that's what they called. So,
well, a bold move early on by this group from Ringling, going for it on 4th and about a half yard inside their own territory. And Mangum will get it back on downs for the first time here this evening. They'll have the football and a short field to work with. By the way, Deanne told me before I left to tell you hello, and she is now listening into the broadcast.
Well, hello, Deanne. I wish you were here with us, but I'll take care of Michael on a Friday night.
She said maybe when the weather cools, she'll join us.
I don't blame her.
Shotgun formation for Laughlin. He'll hand the football off. Bernal makes a move on the inside. That's Bailey instead. Bernard drops the football at the 39-yard line. He was struggling for extra yardage. Let's see who fell on the football. And coming out of the pile and holding the ball high above his head will be Ethan Johnson, and Ringling will get it right back. Well, no fault of Bernard Bailey there. Bailey running hard, picked up 5, got whacked at the 39, didn't take the football with him, and the recovery by Ethan Johnson will give it right back to Ringling. 1st and 10, they've got it at their own 39-yard line. And if you watch the game, week 0 football game, and I don't know if you did, Miami and Florida, boy, there were a bunch of week 0 mistakes there, and we see that here in week number 1 of the football season for Mangum. So 1st and 10, Van Buskirk, there was movement. They don't get it. Handed off to the tailback across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Will go Cash Lyle, making the stop, Payson Jenkins. A gain of, we'll give him 2, maybe 3 on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 as they give him 2. So Payson Jenkins in on the stop for Mangum. She says she's listening in, but she doesn't tell us what it sounds like. It's always frightening, Got to get the editorial review. 2nd down and 8. And again, changing the play at the line of scrimmage, Van Buskirk. I formation for Ringling. Man split here on the near side. Van Buskirk finally rolls down the line. Pitch here on the near side to Lyle. Cash cuts it back inside, has the 50 and the 49-yard line of Mangum. That'll be good enough for a first down as Ringling will move the 6 for the first time this evening. That's it. They call it the RPO. If you watch football, college or pro football, you hear the announcers all the time talking about the RPO, run-pass option. And a good job that time by Sam Van Buskirk to pitch late to Lyle, who picked up positive yardage.
Yeah, I feel like all the analysts have been talking about the RPO, and after that OU game, they talked about it a lot with the schemes that they were using for Jalen Hurts.
Well, by the way, Jalen Hurts saying, Alabama who? 1st and 10 from the 49 of Mangum. And Buskirk, deep hand up. No, he'll fake it. Roll out right side. Being chased, throws in the flat. Pass caught. First down and more down the right side as the pitch and catch from Van Buskirk to River Miller. And Miller just simply got out on the edge and tossed it to him. They said he stepped out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's just shy of a first down. It'll be 2nd down and 1. By the way, I took it on the collective chin a couple of years ago when Mangum played this group from Ringling, and I didn't say Ringling correctly. It's kind of Wrangling is how you're supposed to say it if you're from that part of the country, I understand. And Van Buskirk, I had a hard time with. Deanne from the Ardmore Ringling area, she knew all about it. She's given me a A+ so far on my pronunciations, but she throws in this caveat for a guy from Missouri. 2nd down and 1, deep handoff given to Cash Lyle. Lyle will get the first down as he'll take it down to the 35-yard line. In on the stop for the Tigers of Mangum, Payson Jenkins and Bryson Williams. Williams, a senior, coming up from his cornerback position to make the play, but that's a first down, 1st and 10, ball at the 35. By the way, we understand that the sound is good, levels are okay. Your mother has not called to say, shut Michael up a little bit.
Hey, that's a first.
Yeah, well, I know. 1st and 10 now from the 35 of Mangum, and rather strong drive in it being put on by Ringling. No score, 7:15 left of the first. Handed off to the fullback, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling his way across the 30, down to the 27-yard line. That's River Miller. Miller, who caught a pass earlier in this sequence, will pick up 7 there. 2nd down and 3, ball at the 27 of Mangum. So 6:55 and running in this first quarter of play. I think you're seeing the effects of the heat early on. It's one of the things that everybody's been talking about here at the stadium. Not a lot of numbers for Ringling. I mean, they can dress a lot of kids some seasons, but they have got some big kids out there. By the way, they've got Van Buskirk now in the I formation underneath center. 2nd down, long 7, or long 3, short 2. 6:25 and running the first quarter of play, and now we'll get a stoppage of play, and I believe we may get a delay of game, and that will be the call. We do not have play clocks here at the Liberty Bowl. And early on, we can see that Ringling is making an attempt to shorten the ball game and limit the number of possessions for Mangum by tick, 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 running that play clock down. But it's got to be in your head, and you got to watch that back judge back there to see if he's starting to count it down. So here we go. They'll make it a 2nd down now. They didn't move the down marker back. Down marker at the 27, need to move it back to the 32. And I guess he could say, Coach, the sun was in my eyes. Oh, now they got his attention. All right, here we go. So it'll be 2nd down, and we'll call it 7.5. Van Buskirk, wide receiver split here on the near side. He'll hand it off to Cash Lyle. Lyle spins his way inside the 30, down to about the 27-yard line. That'll bring up a 3rd down at about 3. By the way, special correspondent Ryan Lane giving us an update on the Red River rivalry between Altus and Vernon, and the early score by the Bulldogs. They're on top of the Lions, 7-0. Both teams coming off a loss in week 0 play. Altus losing 23-20 to Cash on a night when Matt Terry's team made one too many turnovers. So 3rd down here, I formation, 5:20 clock running, quarter number 1. Ringling has already showed that they will go for it on 4th down, and obviously this deep in Mangum territory, it's 4-down territory. Deep handoff, Lyle. He'll pick up the 1st down and more, gets a block at the 25 and is knocked off his feet at about the 21-yard line. Coming up to make the play for the Tigers was Brody Shelby. But again, the 1st down going to be picked up by this group from Ringling. Shelby, by the way, a new name and a new uniform member. Brody is a freshman, and he moved in from Hollis with his family. Trent Shelby, one of the assistant coaches. Shelby family we've known for a day or two. Glad to have them here in Mangum. Great story about Mom Shelby. She came up on Tuesday night softball game and said, well, Michael, in the morning I now listen to you. Since I live in Mangum, I can do that. 5 yards going to be given away here by Ringling. That'll be the 3rd penalty of the night. Cody Scott takes a step before the snap, and instead of being 1st and 10, it'll be 1st and 15. 4:45 left of the first, no score. Mangum only had one play offensively so far in the period, and fumbled the football away, and Ringling has held on to it ever since. So they have dominated that time of possession thing here in quarter number 1. Van Buskirk underneath center, I formation, tailback is Cash Lyle. 1st and 15. Boy, a tight formation. Long snap count, and they'll hand it off to the tailback, and met at the line of scrimmage, but dragging the tackler for about a 3-yard gain will be Cash Lyle. Holding on for dear life for Mangum was Elijah Burnell. Good job by Burnell. Gain of 3.5 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down. We'll call it 11.5 as the clock now shows 4 minutes left in period number 1. By the way, if you're wondering about Dylan, he's not gone anywhere. He is still here doing yeoman work, running the camera, keeping the scoreboard for us, and occasionally saying something.
Yeah, I've got multiple jobs.
And a fine job you're doing, too.
And a great salary, right?
Well, I'm going to leave that one alone because I'm a parent and I understand the kind of salary that you're drawing. Timeout going to be taken here by Ringling. 3:34 left in the first quarter of play. They have the football deep in Mangum territory. 2nd and 11 when you and I come back on Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services, from fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." The Mangum Star News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
Dylan Fox, Michael in the morning, and a veritable cast of thousands at the Liberty Bowl. Mangum and Ringling in the season opener for both ball clubs. And we've talked a little bit about it on Michael in the morning. Monday through Friday, 6 to 9 on Classic Hits 97.7. First free plug of the night. But the first 4 games of the regular season are all non-district affairs because Hollis dropped down to 8-man football, and they had to be replaced in the schedule. Van Buskirk from the shotgun formation going to keep it himself. He's met at the 20, spins off a tackle, and takes it down to about the 17-yard line. He got hit at the line of scrimmage by Christian Kavertna, but was able to spin away from it and pick up about 4 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down, long 6, short 7 for Ringling. 3:10 and running in the first quarter of play. And again, you can bet Ringling not going to be trying to any field goals here at this point. By the way, got to be careful if you are Mangum, because Duchesne Paul has come into the lineup, and Paul is he just got danger written all over him. He is a marvelous athlete. Split out to the far side. Van Buskirk back underneath center. As his fullback is Ethan Johnson. Cash Lyle is the tailback. 2:45 left in the first. They'll go to the tailback. Lyle met at about the 16-yard line. He'll make it down to the 15 and no more. Filling the hole that time nicely, Dalen Stacy, and got help from Elijah Bernal. So that'll bring up a 4th down and 4. So the first big defensive foray of the night and of the season for Mangum right here. Ball setting at the 15-yard line. The line to make for a first down is the 11. Hear the Mangum band in the background. They have done a nice job here so far this evening. Kind of a refurbished look to the Liberty Bowl as well. They have started replacing the wooden bleachers on the home side and have started putting down concrete. Going to do that every year until all has been replaced. Boy, and again, long time getting the play in, and they're going to have to take another timeout, and do. So Ringling, their second timeout of the drive, 1:56 left in the first. It's 4th and 4 when we come back. Classic Hits 97.7, oksports.tv.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Courtsview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen, when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Courtsview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Courtsview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
Well, the Heat obviously getting to special correspondent Ryan Lane, who sends me a message and tells me Altus still leads after Vernon scores 7-0. Can't be that way. If Vernon scores, they can't have 0, Ryan. I'm just saying, all right? Here we go, 4th down and 4 now. Mangum on the defensive side trying to hold Ringling in check. Ringling will run a player off the field late in the sequence. Shotgun formation now. As Cash Lyle, almost a pistol look. And then to the left of Van Buskirk is River Miller. 4th and 4. A little bit of movement, no call. Direct snap, going to go to Van Buskirk. Has the first down and more. Inside the 5, dives to the end zone and makes it a touchdown from 15 yards away. Quarterback Sam Van Buskirk on the direct snap from the pistol formation. He will score with 1:49 left in the first quarter of play. And that will make it a 6-0 lead for Ringling. Well, a great job defensively late in that series, but then a look that Mangum wasn't able to counteract. And the 15-yard touchdown by Van Buskirk makes it 6-0. Now Duchesne Paul in to try the extra point. Paul, soccer-style kicker from the right side, high snap, ball put down, line drive kick is no good. And with 1:49 left in the first quarter of play, it's Ringling who strikes first. They lead at 6-0 on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Says Mangum Tigers.
Turnover results in 6 points for Ringling. They lead at 6-0. By the way, there are a lot of folks from Ringling listening in. Letha McDaniel says go blue. Faith Holder says go Ringling. Tyler Brown, let's go Devils. Crystal Miller, go Ringling. Let's see here. Alan Trammell says go Big Blue. Crystal Miller, Tiffany Lewis, Tess Huggins, go blue. All right, well, we need to hear from some of the Mangum folks, I guess. So Mangum will get the kickoff now, as doing the honors is Duchesne Paul, who just missed the extra point a moment ago. Duchesne Paul set to kick the football away here for this group from Ringling. And again, they lead 6-0. Back to receive for Mangum here on the near side. It's Fisher Webb who can fly, and it's Levi Cantu up top. So Duchesne Paul set to kick it away, and the right footer hits it high and short, end over end kick, and catch is made at the 25-yard line by Brody Shelby, and Shelby to the 29 and no more. Good job getting downfield that time by the Blue Devils, making the stop Sam Van Buskirk and Colt Gandy. So to bring up a 1st and 10 now for Mangum. They have it at their own 29, down 6-0. By the way, 13 shares of our broadcast already, and you must be doing a good job. Nicole Reed White, she's trying to counteract that Ringling onslaught there on Facebook. She says, go Tigers, and number 55. Of course, that would be Payson Jenkins. Payson, number 55 in your program, and number 1 in the heart of Nicole Reed White. So here come the Tigers now, trailing 6-0. Shotgun formation, and rolling out here on the near side as Laughlin throws in the flat, ball caught. And that'll be good enough for a first down. Boy, that's a great catch in traffic as he got whacked hard. That's Bryson Williams. And Williams makes the catch and then gets up and says, how do you like me now? So Bryson, we did not see him the last couple of years, goes into traffic, and he got thumped. Van Buskirk hit him hard, but able to hold on to the football. 1st and 10. Laughlin with the pitch and catch there. And again, they'll go shotgun all night long. They, of course, being Mangum. Colton, again off his back foot, throws this one up down the far sideline. The ball going to be picked off. An interception at about the 30-yard line of Ringling, making the play for the Tigers, or for the Blue Devils, rather. I think it's Drake Stapleton back there. And ball a little bit underthrown. Fisher Webb had a chance to make the play, but couldn't hold on to it and then had it taken away. So 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Mangum has run a total of 3 plays, and on those 3 plays, they have turned the football over 2 different times. 59.9 left in the first quarter of play, and it's a 7-0 ball game. Special correspondent Ryan Lane now telling us it is Altus on top of Vernon, 14-6. 14-6 the score there. Josh Stewry says go blue. And Autumn McKinnon Allen says go Blue Devils. Debbie Hale with a go blue as well. Well, the polls say that the Tigers are running behind here. 1st and 10 now. Van Buskirk, single back look underneath center. And before the snap, we're going to get, I think, another delay of game called against Ringling, and no illegal procedure will be the call, so they'll mark off 5 yards against the Blue Devils. By the way, Carlos Martinez Peralta, come on, Bryson Williams, is the call. Well, he did come on. He made a nice catch a moment ago. Indeed he did. Mangum down here, 6-0. It says 7-0 on the scoreboard. That kick was no good, wasn't it? I mean, was that kick good? They called it good? Wow. Okay, well, they called it good. My mistake. 7-0 our score as we play here inside of a minute in quarter number 1. Deep handoff to the lone back and a high step and a move across the 25 out to the 27, 28-yard line is the big back. This time it's Ethan Johnson. Rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, picking up the 5 that he lost on the play previously when illegal procedure was called against Ringling. Down to 30 seconds left in the first quarter of play. Ball sits just inside the 30-yard line. You've gone to the oksports.tv website, huh? Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to get the scoreboard figured out. There you go. Well, nobody's asked about it yet, so we're okay. 2nd down and 10, I formation. Probably the final play of quarter number 1. We're down to 10 seconds remaining. Van Buskirk, long time underneath center. Now he'll run the RPO. Late pitch, ball out in no man's land. And recovered by Mangum at about the 31-yard line. Falling on the loose football for the Tigers is Quan Bailey. Not sure that wasn't a forward pass from Van Buskirk. We don't have replay here, but it looked like that ball went forward. Nonetheless, the officials did not call it. It fell to the floor and recovered by Bailey. Mangum will get it with 1.6 left in the first quarter of play, down 7-0. And they've got it at the Ringling 30.5-yard line. Pistol formation here, and to the right of Colton Laughlin, you'll find Bernard Bailey. Now they'll send Webb in motion. Fake the handoff to Bailey. Going to go upstairs. Has a man out on the edge. Pass up for grabs, and it is incomplete. A lot of hand fighting going on down there between the wide receiver, that's Bryson Williams, and Drake Stapleton. Incomplete. 2nd down and 10. Mangum will have the football when we begin quarter number 2. Down 7-0 on Classic Hits 97.7 at oksports.tv.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stone cutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a 4-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, Mangum 2nd down and 10 from the Ringling 30-yard line. Deep handoff near side room on the left side, and now closing very quickly. Bernard Bailey looked like he was going to get to the edge, but Sam Van Buskirk had other ideas. No gain on the play. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 10. Alan Trammell says, Ada Baby Blue. Amenike Haygood says, your brothers are live to Lauren Page Haygood. Tyler Brown, way to go. Drake, go blue. Michael Ballard, how about them Blue Devils? And let's see, Marcelo Ruiz, go big blue. Kaylee Horton, way to go blue. Denise York, let's go Tigers. Wipe out those Blue Devils. And we'll get our first penalty of the night called against Mangum. They've got a couple of turnovers, and now they had called for a procedure, although Mangum says no, they jumped, and it's illegal procedure against the Tigers. Courtney Suzanne McNeely, let's go blue, number 53, Lucas Thompson. Don Morris, go big blue. Courtney Suzanne McNeely. And she says Lisa Stapleton. So I think we've got you caught up on everybody and their comments here so far. Meantime, Dylan working furiously on the scoreboard app. So here we go. 3rd down and 15 now from the shotgun. Laughlin on the reverse. Little inside handoff. Room on the inside for Layton Ketchum, but it ends very quickly. Again, it looks like Layton's going to have room, and suddenly there are 4 blue hats in the area. Getting up off the bottom of the pile is Drake Stapleton. Van Buskirk was there, also in on the stop. Max Lewis, and it's 4th down and about 12 for Mangum. And obviously at the 32-yard line of Ringling, you go for it here, down 7-0. 10:50 running in this first half of play. Pistol formation. It's Quan Bailey back there. Dropping back, Laughlin with time. Now flush for the pocket, has some room. Gets bumped and banged, throws, back shoulder, headed for the end zone. Ball is caught for a touchdown! Oh my! Keeping the play alive was that man, Bryson Williams. And Williams just simply kept mirroring his quarterback, Colton Laughlin, who got out of one jam after another, threw off the back foot, got that big-time strong arm, and threw it 30 yards in the air for a touchdown, and Mangum an extra point away from tying this one at 7. Well, that's what athleticism will do for you. Busted play, protection breaks down on the offensive line. Laughlin buys time, and a great job by Williams. There were actually 2 guys open in the end zone that could have caught the football. In to try the extra point now, Jackson Warner. Warner straight on kick. It's on its way. Does it have enough oomph? Yes, it does. How about that? So Warner, good! As it barely got by the crossbar. You look at the fans in the stands and they're like, I don't think so, but we'll take it. So, with 10:35 left in the first half of play, it's Mangum 7, Ringling 7, and this is Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
10:35 left in the first half of play. Mangum is tied it at 7 off the arm of Colton Laughlin, and the catch in the end zone by Bryson Williams. Extra point added by Jackson Warner. Warner down to kick the football away to Ringling. By the way, Elton John once sang, "Don't let the sun go down on me." Dylan and I are begging the sun to go down. We are facing that west sun, and it is hotter than Hades inside this broadcast facility. Kick here on the near side, high end over end. It's going to go out of bounds. And so the option here for the Blue Devils, and they'll take it 1st and 10 at the 35. By the way, Denise York says, way to go Tigers. We say, way to go Dylan Fox. He figured out how to get the score and the down and the quarter on your screen. OKSports.tv, and also on our Facebook Live page, Classic Hits 97.7. By the way, I didn't get in a free plug for Michael in the morning, 6 to 9, Monday through Fridays, here on Classic Hits 97.7. We occasionally play that song by Elton John, "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me." And in fact, I think it played on this morning's edition of the radio program.
Yeah,
so there you have it.
We're 2 quarters in. You're 2 shameless plugs already on the school year.
Well, yeah,
right?
I mean, yeah, you know. By the way, we're up to 18 shares on the Classic Hits 97.7 at the Facebook broadcast, so we appreciate that. And the nice thing about it is that it's there for posterity. We've got a YouTube channel you can go back and listen and view, or you can just simply go to the Classic Hits Facebook page and check it out there. That's some quality stuff. So 1st and 10, Ringling, Mangum tied at 7 as it's at the 37-yard line. It's kind of an odd spot. 1st and 10 now for the Blue Devils. Van Buskirk underneath center. Deep handoff, right side, Cash Johnson across the 40, stretches for the 41. He'll get it. Nice pickup there of about 6 on the play. They'll give him 5 instead. It'll be 2nd down and 5. A host of Mangum tacklers in on the stop. JT Schrum there. Got some help as well from Leighton Ketchum. And coming over the top, Fisher Webb. 2nd down and we'll call it closer to 6 than 5. We play here in quarter number 2 2 minutes gone by in the frame. Mangum, by the way, at home next week, entertaining Walters. So Blue Devils in back-to-back weeks. If we could only get Duke to come here, it would be the trifecta. Not the Tigers of Duke, the Duke Blue Devils. 2nd down, long 5, low snap. Van Buskirk goes down and gets it. Busted play, breaking tackles, and he is spun down at the 44-yard line. And give Van Buskirk credit. He picked up positive yardage when it looked like the fire drill was in full effect, and he was going to find himself in big trouble. By the way, the tackle made by Elijah Bernal. Brings up a 3rd down and about 3. And already once tonight we have seen going forward on 4th down deep in their own territory, Ringling. Don't know that they would do that a 2nd time. See if the Mangum defense can hold here. 9-10, clock running, first half of play. Tied at 7. Van Buskirk from the shotgun formation. Wide receiver split here on the near side. That's Paul. Now they'll send him in motion. Hand it off to him on the jet sweep. Trying to turn him back inside. Not being able to get it done is the Mangum defense. And Paul will get the 1st down. And now he's going to get 15 free yards. Late hit there by Colton Laughlin. Fisher Webb tried to get Paul as he turned the corner. And Duchesne too much speed. Fisher couldn't bring him down. And the 1st down picked up at about the 48-yard line. And then the late hit out of bounds will add 15 to that. So some mistakes here in game number 1. We talked about it at the top. The mistakes we've seen in college football in week 0 and week 1 play. And it trickles down to the high school kids as well. Mangum, a couple of turnovers. One of them leading to the touchdown by Ringling, and now a critical personal foul, late hit here. Will take the football all the way down to the 36-yard line. 1st and 10 for Ringling from there.
I think early in any season, whether it's pros or Little League, you're going to have some, mistakes early, and you just kind of have to, iron them out as you go.
Well, if they're hustle mistakes, you don't mind them. It's the mental errors that you've been working on, in 2 days since, at the beginning of August. Those are the ones that drive coaches crazy. 1st down and 10. Paul in motion. They'll fake the handoff to him. Van Buskirk going to keep it. Gets a block on the near side. Cuts it back into the 30. Weaves his way through traffic. Has the 25. And is finally dragged down at about the 24-yard line. Knocked down rather rudely there by the man who scored the touchdown earlier in the ballgame. Bryson Williams got some help from Dalen Stacy. But that is a 1st down carry for Van Buskirk. Did a nice job of weaving, bobbing, shucking, and jiving his way through the defenders from Mangum. So 1st and 10 now for the the 5-yard line, just inside the 25. 8:30 left here in the first half of play. Don't forget the 14th annual Mangum Bash is coming up on Tuesday night in downtown Mangum. You can get discounted tickets Monday morning at school until 7:55. Van Buskirk, 1st and 10, I formation. Up back is Ethan Johnson. Cash Lyle, the tailback. They'll give it to him. Lyle right up the middle of the field, and he'll wiggle his way down to about the 20-yard line. Cash Lyle. Give him about 4.5 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down. We'll call it 5.5 for Ringling. We talked about those big bodies that the Blue Devils have. And you can kind of look at some of the Mangum kids, and guys up front a little bit gassed. You see guys with their hands on their hips or bent over at the waist. It's a sign they're sucking some wind a little bit. Would you not agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think the heat's getting to them, but luckily the sun's going down, even though the temperature probably won't go down that much.
Well, it's always a good thing that the sun is going down. It just needs to hurry a little bit because it's on our backs. Van Buskirk underneath center. Deep handoff. Lyle left side gets a block, turns it back inside, has the 10, still on his feet, and goes down to the 7-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal from there. They'll mark him down at the 8-yard line. Cash Lyle on the carry. Good open field tackle there by Mangum out on the edge. Otherwise, Lyles into the end zone for a touchdown. Give credit to Elijah Bernal on that open field tackle. And they actually marked his knee down at about the 9-yard line. So it'll be first and goal from there. 7:15 and running in the first half of play. We are tied at 7, and now a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. 7:17 left in the half. We're tied at 7. This is Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
7:17 left in the first half of play, tied at 7. As Randy Thurman on OKSports.tv and Facebook Live. Anybody watching from the 97 Blue Devils, he asks, we went out to Mangum as a number 4 seed and upset a number 1 seed in the playoffs. Memory lane, a great place to go, isn't it? First and goal now, handoff, left side, big hole, inside the 5, down to about the 4, still on his feet, crawling to the end zone, and not going to get there is Cash Lyle. They said Lyle's knee touchdown at about the 1-yard line. It'll be second and goal from there. By the way, Nicole Reed White says, thank you, Dylan. Elaine Mills-Smith, let's go Tigers. And one of our favorites, Carolyn Ritchie Richardson, says, go Mangum. Well, that's a great picture. You got the score up there, the down, the quarter. You're good. No wonder we're paying you so much money.
No wonder.
That college tuition and gas money is expensive. Second and goal, they mark him at the 2-yard line. Single back look now, that's Cash Lyle. Van Buskirk underneath center. They'll hand it off to Lyle on the left side, and that's an easy touchdown for Cash Lyle as he'll go in unabated. Nobody laid a glove on him. And with 6:24 left in the first half of play, 13 on the board for Ringling, 7 for Mangum, and the extra point on the way. And the extra point has been fun. All right, they have not been a thing of beauty, but they've counted as a point on both ends.
It's been quite comical so far.
It's one of those things that they may replay back once or twice there on the Snapchat thing you were talking about earlier. Duchesne Paul set to kick. Van Buskirk is the holder. This one is up, and it is on its way, and this one is far more conventional, and it's good. So with 6:24 left in the first half of play, Ringling has gone back on top. 14 for the Blue Devils, 7 for Mangum. They'll have the ball when you and I come back at the Liberty Bowl on Classic Hits 97.7.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always. Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Son, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Dylan, sometime we need to get a shot of those big heads that are down there. They've got, I've seen one so far of Colton Laughlin basically in front of us. We need to see if we can get a big head of you made and have that. Yeah, that'd be great, yeah.
Keep it up here in the press box.
You can just wave it around. By the way, Alts is leading Vernon 21-6. That's from special correspondent Ryan Lane. 21-6. Altus out in front of that group from Vernon. All right, so Duchesne Paul set to kick the football away as Ringling has retaken the lead here in quarter number 2. Blue Devils on top, 14-7. Paul set to kick it away. Last time he had a little pooch kick. This one going to go deep. And going to be fielded at about the 10 by Williamson. He's got the 15, makes a cut at the 20, spins away from a man, still on his feet, and drags tacklers all the way out to the 25-yard line. Good job by Bryson Williams that time. On the nice return, it'll be 1st and 10 for Mangum. They will have it at their own 25-yard line, down 14-7 with 6:16 left in the first half of play. Justin O'Neill, by the way, checking in. Justin going, he's going old school. He's only 30 years old, but he's going, hold that tiger, hold that tiger. Alan Travel says, woohoo. Do I do that correctly? Woohoo. Is that? Okay, go Big Blue. There you go. Alan. Wonder if he's related to the Alan Trammell who used to play for the Detroit Tigers baseball team. He and Sweet Lou Whitaker had the best double play combination in football for a long time. Here's a pass out in the flat, and it's too tall for Fisher Webb. Incomplete. And that's some pressure on Laughlin. It made him change the arm angle. He had Webb open here on the near side, but again, that pressure caused him to throw high and outside. 2nd down and 10. There's a single fly that is buzzing around the back of my head. Apparently it's enjoying the sweat beads back there. Going to get movement. 5-yard mark off against Mangum. One of the big ones up front. Little do-si-do, a little two-step before the snap. So they'll mark it off against the Tigers. And instead of 2nd and 15, or 2nd and 10, it becomes 2nd and 15. 6:12 remaining in the first half of play. With us earlier, shame on you, Cyril beating Mangum's softball team by a final score of 3-0. That at the Southwest Shootout. Laughlin rolling here on the near side, has time, now pressure, throws against his body, dangerous pass, and it is picked off, but unable to keep his feet in bounds. To make the catch was Drake Stapleton. Stapleton, a nice job of coming up and catching that floater, but he couldn't get a foot down. Remember, in high school, you just need one inbounds, but both were out of bounds. The line judge was right there to make the call. So it's 3rd down and 15. And Colton Laughlin trying to make something happen. 4 guys around him and got away with one there. So to bring up a 3rd down and 15 for Mangum. Clock stopped with 6:04 left in the first half of play. Ringling on top 14-7. Laughlin from the pistol formation. Fakes the handoff to Bailey. And now coming out here on the near side is Laughlin, throws back the other way. Williamson in a jump ball, and he made the catch. Oh, what a play by Bryson. Bryson Williams went up that time with Duchesne Paul and took it away. How do you like them apples, bub? Oh, what a play. That's just some strong hands right there. As I'll tell you what, Paul actually had inside position, and I thought he was going to pick the ball off, but Williams went up and made a play for his quarterback. So Mangum has it 1st and 10 at the midfield stripe, down 14-7. They'll go on the ground here on the near side to Bailey, and Bedard diving for the 48-yard line of Ringling. He'll get 2 on the play. That'll bring us up a 2nd down and 8. We have seen very little on the ground so far in this first half for Mangum. By the way, apparently it's beachwear night tonight here at the Liberty Bowl. You and I didn't get the memo, and we didn't get a beach ball. I want one of those mini beach balls. Those are cool. 2nd down and 8 here. Oh, there it is. Okay. Laughlin going to keep it himself. Colton will pick up a yard and no more as the tackle is made inside by River Miller. 3rd down and 7 now. And actually, I do have a picture of that on my Facebook page, Michael in the Morning. Just getting old and feeble in my old age, and as it gets late into the night on a sunny day, I maybe have taken in too much of the vitamin D. 3rd down and 7. Laughlin from the shotgun with time, looks near side, now comes across the middle, pass is caught by that man, Williamson. I think he's going to be just short of a 1st down. Let's see what the mark is by the line judge. Williamson, I think they're going to give him the 40-yard line, and if they do, that'll be good enough for a 1st down. That was a tough throw and catch. Little sidearm flip by Laughlin, and Williamson made the catch and got the 1st down by about half the length of the football. So Mangum will move the sticks now with 4:35 left of the first half of play, trailing 14-7. Laughlin back to that pistol look with Bailey. to his right. 1st and 10. They have the ball at the Ringling 40-yard line. Colton hands it off to Bailey. Bailey breaks a tackle, then gets thumped at the 38-yard line, and Bernard will get 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Coming up to make the stick in the hole was Ethan Johnson. 2nd down and 8. Slow to get up from the bottom of the pile is Cody Scott for Ringling. Maybe at first we had our first case of cramps of the evening, but Cody popped back up. Now, they only gave him a yard on the play. 2nd down and 9. Laughlin from the shotgun. Looks right side, flush from the pocket. Rolling, throws, pass, caught at about the 24-yard line. What a catch by Fisher Webb. And then we get a penalty flag after all is said and done. This may go against Mangum. There's some woofing going on. Webb coming to the sideline. He really got rocked as he made the catch. Came down in an awkward position. Has enough for the first down on the catch down to about the 24-yard line. Penalty flag at the 26. The officials are talking it over. Alan Meyer, the white hat, going to give us the signal. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct. It'll go against Ringling. Can we help you down there? I got nervous and looked down, and there was a person down there below me. Where did he come from? I got so excited on the pass and catch. So we'll get a 10-yard mark off here. You know, they're going to go ahead and give him the full 15, aren't they? Yeah, wow. Because that was outside the 20-yard line, so they'll take it down to about the 12, and it'll be 1st and 10 from there. So a great catch by Webb, and then some woofing afterwards, and an unsportsmanlike conduct call against Ringling. Mangum has it 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line of the Blue Devils. Down 14-7, 3:44 left in the first half of play. Shotgun formation, movement, there's 5 free yards. Good job by Laughlin. He's been going with a hard count the last several snaps, and that time he got Stewart to jump into the neutral zone. Or did he? Timeout going to be taken by Mangum. We will get the call when we come back, and it's going to be against the Tigers, I can tell you that, before we go to break. 3:44 left in the half. Blue Devils on top of the Tigers, 14-7. We're Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the playground up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Well, Margie Solis says, let's go Mangum, and then we get a nice note from Cheryl Martin Wade. She says, thanks Classic Hits 97.7 for the broadcast, so us Ringling people that didn't get to come can watch. You bet, Cheryl. I'm glad to have you alongside. Crystal Miller says, go Blue, take it home. 3:43 left here in the first half of play. Pass, middle of the end zone. Going to be caught in traffic, and oh, what a catch right there by Leighton Ketchum. Boy, Ketchum made the catch as two of his defenders slammed into one another. Quite a collision, as going for the football and getting there a step late was Sam Van Buskirk and Ethan Johnson. They whacked heads, and the catch is made for the touchdown. Great concentration by Leighton Ketchum, and Mangum an extra point away from tying this one at 14. In to try the extra point will be Jackson Warner. Warner, as we mentioned, straight-on kind of kicker, Luke Rosa. Kick on the way, and this one's going to be blocked by Duchesne Paul, no good. So with 3:37 left in the first half of play, Mangum will lead it 14-13 as we keep it right here at the Liberty Bowl. By the way, a couple of minutes ago, you saw the catch made by Bryson Williams at the 50-yard line, and Alan Trammell, who is coaching for, or cheering rather, for the Folks from Ringling said, nice catch, number 9. Indeed it was. Rio Aguilar says, let's go Sam. Terrell Ward, Elaine Mills-Smith, let's go Mangum. And Brad Gilbert is watching in from Altus this evening. So hello, Brad. Speaking of Altus, they have now got in front of Vernon. The Bulldogs leading the Lions 28-13, that ball game late in the first half. And that is courtesy of special correspondent Ryan Lane. Good to have Lane alongside. Well, you're up to 20 shares on the effort that you're putting on here tonight, Mr. Fox. So a great job. 20 shares, and right now 68 people watching. That doesn't include the people on OKSports.tv. That does not include the people listening on the radio, Classic Hits 97.7. What a novel idea that is to carry it on the radio. How unusual is that? I say that with tongue-in-cheek, being facetious, of course. So Mangum now will kick the football away. 3:37 left in the first half of play. But interesting to see what Ringling does here. They were deliberate offensively in that first half of play on their previous possessions, running clock each time and scoring a couple of touchdowns. Now with 3:37 left in the first half of play, it'll be interesting to see if they pick up the pace just a little bit. Set to kick the football away for Mangum will be Jackson Warner. Warner has pooched it a couple of times, and a little low pooch here at about the 25, caught by the upback, and River Miller calling for a fair catch and making it at the 26. So it'll be 1st and 10 from there for Ringling. 3:35 left here in the first half of play. Dillon is still here. He didn't hydrate this week, and he's suffering some cramps. So, and actually he does not feel well. He is under the weather, and the allergy season has gotten to him. If you were with us on Michael in the Morning this morning on Classic Hits 97.7, by the way, that's free plug number 3. We posted on our Facebook page, Michael in the Morning, and you can go there and like that page, the allergy index and everything. But no, we did. And everything but tree pollen was up. So it's no wonder that you don't feel well. All right, 1st and 10 now. Ringling goes to work up by 1, 14-13. 3:35 left of the first half of play. Van Buskirk will go underneath center I formation. He'll turn, hand the ball off to his tailback. That's Cash Lyle. Lyle tries to turn the corner. Great pursuit out on the edge that time by Mangum. And that is really the first time that they've been able to shut things down on the edge, as getting there quickly was Kverchkin. Also got some help from Corbin McGill. And in on the stop for the Tigers was Fisher Webb. So no gain on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 10. Try to go to that jet sweep and get it to the outside. And Ringling has had some success there, but a good job of stringing things out along the line of scrimmage that time by Mangum. And he didn't get credit for the tackle, but it was Corbin McGill that really was the linchpin in that play. 2:50 left in the first half of play. Van Buskirk underneath center. Van Buskirk finally going to spin, hand the ball off to his tailback and across the 30, blasting his way to the 32-yard line will be Cash Lyle. He got hit down low at about the 30-yard line by Brody Shelby. Got help from Colton Laughlin over the top. That'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4. The line to make is the 35. The ball sitting just outside the 31. 2:20 and running in the first half of play. It's turned out to be a very pleasant evening to be watching the ball game, but I think if you're a player in all that equipment, it may not be so pleasant right now. Now Van Buskirk going to go from the pistol formation, facing a 3rd down at about 4.5, 5 yards. And does he get it off in time? Barely does. Low snap, and I don't know that he did. We were watching the back judge, and he was counting it down, and I don't know that they got it off in time. Illegal procedure will be the call. Somebody apparently taking a step too early here on the near side, but they were dangerously close to the 42nd violation as well. So move it back 5 yards. Instead of 3rd down and reasonable, it becomes 3rd down and almost 10. Minute 55 left of the first half of play. And Mangum has shown the ability, as they did the last 2 years, to be able to score quickly. And now this stops the clock without Mangum having to take a timeout. Minute 55 they hold here, and they can get the ball back with plenty of time to try to get back into the lead. Van Buskirk going to keep it himself, and he'll make the 27 and no more. That may have been a broken play. Looked like he wanted to hand it off to Paul on the jet sweep, and the handoff came up a little bit short, and Van Buskirk went and got what he could out to about the 29, but that brings up a 4th down and about 6.5 with 90 seconds of the clock running in the first half of play. So we'll see the first time tonight Walters punt the football. Walters, that's next week, Michael. Thanks. We will see Ringling punt the football away for the first time here tonight. And you can bet the Blue Devils will run the clock down here and try to give as little time as possible to Colton Laughlin and Mangum. Down to 1:10 left of the first half of play, and I believe Ringling will use their final timeout of the half just prior to the 42nd play clock, and they may not even do it. They just may take the penalty here. See what they do. And, yep, they're just going to take the delay of game. So how about that? 58.6 left of the first half of play, so coach is willing to give up the 5 yards to take the time off the clock. So punting for the first time tonight will be the Blue Devils. Then looks like that's Cody Scott to do the honors. Back here at about his own 30-yard line is Fisher Webb on the near side. And up top, that'll be Bryson Williams. High snap, but a good job by Scott to go up and get it. He'll bang this one. Hits at the 35, fielded at the 29 by Webb. Webb, shake, bake, has the 40. Still on his feet to the 42. He'll get hammered there, and we'll get a penalty flag that'll fly in from the line judge. And it may be a block in the back by Corbin McGill. Normally when you have a flag fly from that area of the field on a return, be it a punt or kick return, you're going to get the proverbial black in the back, and it's a holding. So 6 one way, half a dozen the other. So Mangum had pretty good field position at about their own 42, but they'll mark it off back to the 32-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. 14-13. Mangum down by 1. Now the Tigers have committed a couple of turnovers in his first half of play, so got to be careful with the football here. Shotgun formation, actually a pistol look now as Bernard Bailey will come to the far side. Now on the near side, Laughlin back in his own 25. Now he'll shift people again. Coming in motion on the near side will be Leighton Ketchum. Take the handoff to Bailey. Laughlin flush from the pocket, being chased all the way back to his 6-yard line, and he's going to be sacked there. And some extracurricular at the end of the play. Cody Scott and Colton Laughlin, little woofing, little jaw-jacking going on, and somebody going to get flagged here with 34.2 left in the first half. So a huge loss. The line of scrimmage, the 31. I think Alan Meyer actually marked the ball down at about the 7. So a loss of 24, and then maybe a penalty flag called against Mangum there at the end of that play. Let's see. The officials are talking about it, and you could do one of the proverbial two-step and have offsetting penalties and call it both ways, because there was some pushing, wolfing, and as I mentioned, jaw-jacking going on both ways. Long time on the conversation. Not a lot of fans across the Walters. See, I did it again. I'm jinxing myself. From Ringling. They are vocal. So here's the call from Meyer. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Ringling. Wow. So that is big there because we mentioned Mangum losing 27 yards on the play, and I believe now they have said that Cody Scott has been ejected. Did you see that? I know you don't have your headset on, but I believe Cody Scott has been ejected. Scott has left the field of play and is surprised by it. And takes off his helmet, bangs it down, and boy, he may have been ejected from the ballgame. So now they'll make it 1st and 2nd and, we'll call it 2nd about 16 as they'll mark it at the 25-yard line after the 15-yard mark-off. And as we listen to the coaching staff here from Ringling, it does appear that Cody Scott indeed has been ejected from the ballgame. Wow. And you can look across there and see that Scott still bewildered by the event. I mean, the guy's talking, push, and shove all the time, so you kind of have to wonder what this one is all about. You look over there and watch the coach from Ringling, and He's kind of telling the officials, look, my guy was laying on the ground, and that guy was kind of giving him the business. And he was simply retaliating. And again, he showed him that. He said, my guy made the tackle, laying on the ground, and their guys, he's giving my guy the business. And then you throw my guy out. I don't think anybody would have disputed the unsportsmanlike call and the 15-yard mark-off, but I tell you what, the ejection, a little bit of a surprise. We talked to Alan Meyer, who we've known forever, prior to kickoff, and he said there was an emphasis this year on blindside hits, and for obvious reasons. Maybe there's an emphasis as well on conversations. Wow. 34.2 left in the first half of play. After all is said and done, Mangum will have it. 2nd and 15, they'll go to the run. Big hole right in the middle of the field. 30, 35, 40, 45, out near the 50, and across the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line of Ringling will go the tailback, Bernard Bailey, on the loose in traffic. And a timeout going to be taken by the Tigers. Wow. 23 seconds left in the first half of play. And an exciting end to the first half. Stick and Say. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Greer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum on 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Mangum has not put the football into the arms of their runners very often here this evening, but boy, a huge gain there for Bailey all the way across the 50 to the 49-yard line. And now Mangum with an opportunity, 23 seconds left in the first half of play. They trail 14-13. And it's certainly been a first half of big plays for Mangum. They'll go back to Bailey, has room, gets a block, has the 45 down to the 44-yard line. It'll be second down from there. Mangum quickly to their feet, clock running down to 10 seconds left in the first half of play. It should be the final play of the first half. From the 45-yard line, Laughlin flush from the pocket, rolling right side, pump fake, wants to run, has the 40, 35-30, spin move, dives, hurdles, and makes it to the 32. And some more woofing and more jaw-jacking going on, and that'll be the end of the first half of play. Wow. 14-13. Ringling in front of Mangum in what was a very entertaining first half of play. Blue Devils 14, Tigers 13. We are at the intermission. We are Classic Hits 97.7 at OKSports.tv.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Back at the Liberty Bowl. Thank you, sir. We appreciate that. As we go to social media, got to get caught up on the Facebook page. Classic Hits 97.7, Justin O'Neill, Brad Gilbert, and our good buddy Mike McAlexander watching on Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page. Mike, always a pleasure to have you alongside, partner. Paula Little Powers says, woo-hoo, Mangum, do a little dance. Well, we could have taken a page there from the Sunshine Band, and of course, do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. But we left it right there at do a little dance. Paula Little Powers. Megan Louise Simpson says, or Sampson rather, I'm sorry. Let's go Mangum. Toonie Lucas Lively, go Tigers, and then she rubs it in. Okay, we're okay with Toonie, and then she rubs it in. She says, and I'm quoting now, watching from Vegas. Well, we hope that's Las Vegas, New Mexico, Toonie, and not Nevada, but we think otherwise. Mike McAlexander, thanks again. Paula Little Powers says, ouch, not sure why. Melinda Brooks, go Tigers. Stony Amanda Gage, watching from Graham, Texas. Go Big Ringling Blue Devils. Good to have you folks alongside there in Texas, especially down in the Graham area. Paula Little Powers, 23 seconds is all it takes. Well, no, it didn't happen that way, Paula, but we appreciate the sentiment anyhow. Amanda K. Haygood, looked like a normal tackle to me, nothing to be ejected for. Talking about the ejection that did take place late in that first half of the Ringling Blue Devil player, Cody Scott. And because we are probably 100 yards away from the play, we can only assume that something was said. It was not anything, we don't believe, physical that took place as part of that play. There was just some wolfing and jaw-jacking that went on and maybe a little pushing and shoving. I did not see a punch on. That's an automatic ejection. You double up your fist, you swing at somebody, they're going to toss you out. We did not see that from here. And so we are just speculating that it had to be something that maybe was said. But nonetheless, apparently Cody Scott been ejected from the ball game. At the half, it's 14 for Ringling, 13 for Mangum. Got a good one in the season opener. It's week 1 of Football Friday nights on OKSports.tv and Classic Hits 97.7.
The Mangum Tag Agency is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring. Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services, from fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, go Tigers. The Mangum Star News have been serving Southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder folks want to know what's happening. They grabbed the Mangum Star News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star News.
At the half, 14-13, Mangum trailing Ringling. I tell you what I want to do before we do any more halftime fun stuff. Let's go down to the field and get some of the band as they perform here at halftime from Mangum. Doing a great job at the half, 14-13. Mangum and Ringling. Blue Devils on top by 1. Let's take you to the band. Great job done there by the Altus Band. And by the way, for those of you not old enough to recognize that song, or I said Altus Band, my goodness. I'm geographically challenged here this evening. I've been in Walters and Altus and Mangum now. Anyhow, the Mangum Band, if you didn't recognize that song, and I'm sure Dylan Fox did not, it was the Rolling Stones, and I see a red door, and I want it painted black. So there you go. Those of us who are old know that. There you go. Let's see here. Randy Thurman says rewind the game. Well, Randy, we don't have that capability to do it live and continue, but we'll be able to after the ball game. And remember, folks, you can do that. You can go to the YouTube channel and watch the ball game. You can also come to the Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page, and it's archived forever as well. But Randy says that the player at the end of the first half, he said he kicked at the quarterback as he was getting up, but didn't actually touch him. Tough break. So, and again, as far away as we are and somewhat blocked by other things, that may be the case. But he said he didn't touch him, but that was the case. So there we have it. At the half, it is a 14-13 ball game. By the way, Sherry Lauer Bowen is watching on the Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page. Her daughter, Katie Bowen Carney, celebrated her birthday earlier this week. I believe Katie celebrated birthday number 78. I think she turned 78 earlier this week. Oh, that's right. She's a math major. That wouldn't be correct. She's a math teacher. But anyhow, Katie, happy birthday again to you this week as she celebrated with probably softball. I mean, that's her want in life. So this one, a couple of storylines to go along with. Mangum, really, they have not run hardly any offensive plays here tonight, but they have been big plays. Colton Laughlin showing that arm, showing off that arm, having confidence in that arm and making throws that, well, mortal quarterbacks wouldn't make, and he has fitted into space. He threw a touchdown pass, fitted it between a couple of defenders, and Leighton Ketchum made the catch for the touchdown. That was the second one of the ball game. So we had a catch here at the 50-yard line. Williamson, who, by the way, has the other touchdown catch in the ball game, Bryson Williams on a third and forever play, makes a catch at the 50-yard line, kind of reminiscent of the catch made back in the Super Bowl when the New York Football Giants beat the then undefeated New England Patriots and kept them from that 19-0 season when he caught it on his helmet. Williams kind of caught it on his helmet as well at the 50-yard line, taking it away from the defender. And so, as I said, we've seen some big plays from the offense of Mangum. They have basically gone to the air most of the evening. Conversely, it's been a grind-em-out kind of ball game for the Blue Devils as they have run the play clock as deep as they possibly can. And again, we do not have play clocks here, so it's been up to Sam Van Buskirk to keep it in his head, that play clock. Tick, 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 tick. And a couple of times you've not gotten the snap off on in time, but they have really shortened this ball game by running as much clock as they can, because we know, and we've seen it the last 2 years, Mangum is a team that will throw it around the field and score a bunch on you. So it has been an interesting and entertaining ball game, to say the least. And again, at the half, 14-13, Mangum out on the short end of the stick as an extra point was blocked by Duchesne Paul late in that first half of play. Mangum band still performing. We'll listen to them a bit more, and then we'll take it a break. At the half, 14-13, Mangum trailing Ringling here on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv. We're live and in living color from the Liberty Bowl, and as I try to get ready to go to the band, they may have played their final song. Are they getting ready for an encore? We'll stick and stay and find out if indeed they are, and apparently they will be. By the way, we can tell you that there is a football player out there that is in the band. Let's go to the band now. A great job by the Tiger Band from Mangum, making Justin O'Neill proud, the music major that he is, and Hold that tiger. Hold that tiger. 14-13. Ringling out in front of Mangum at the half. We're Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
For top-notch heating and air conditioning service and installation, you can rely on Payne's Heating and Air, serving Southwest Oklahoma and North Texas from their headquarters in Mangum, Oklahoma. With years of experience and hundreds of satisfied customers, call Payne's Heating and Air Conditioning at 799-5130, 799-5130.
Amanda Weaver from Mangum is now the manager at Quartzview Meat Company in Altus. Gary and Letitia Stockton and Amanda are proud to sponsor Hobart Bearcat and Mangum Tiger radio broadcasts. Listen when you're enjoying ball this fall, stack up on the best ribeye steaks money can buy from Quartzview. Also ribs, jerky, smoked sausage, hams, and a lot more. And of course, they do custom slaughtering. If you're grilling, roasting, baking, or slicing, you can't go wrong with Quartzview Meat Company, 800 South Veterans Drive in Altus. Phone 580-477-1390.
What does it mean to be a Mangum Tiger, you ask? Well, we are one town, one school, and one family. We may be a small town, but we have big dreams and a bright future ahead of us. This is Lori Laughlin from Stockman's Bank, member FDIC, and we are so proud to support the Mangum Tigers.
Folks in Mangum know what to do when they need to quench a thirst, curb a hunger attack, or cool down with an ice cream. They just make the Loop at 918 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. The Loop, supporting the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers. Travis Septic Tank Service can handle everything related to septic tank maintenance and cleaning, including commercial applications. Call Travis Septic Tank Services at 580-782-2384. That's 782-2384. Travis says, go Mangum Tigers.
Well, one of our sponsors of Mangum Sports on Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv, is The Loop, and they sponsor a punt, pass, and kick competition at the intermission. And Jalen Warner, well, his punt was something to be desired, and the pass wasn't all that great either. But he makes a 10-yard field goal, and I think if I heard correctly, he wins $100 from The Loop. So congratulations to Jalen Warner on that. That's some quality stuff right there. By the way, I've got to ask the graphics department at Classic Hits 97.7, also known as Shelley Fox, did she put this together? Is that her deal? I think so. That is some quality stuff there. If you didn't see it earlier today, and I wish that I'd seen it, I'd put it on my own Facebook page, the promotion for Mangum versus Ringling and how you can listen and watch. That's some cool stuff there. So at the intermission, it is a 14-13 ball game as Mangum and Ringling hooked up in a good one. I want to remind you, speaking of good ones, we've got two great district softball games coming up next week here on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv. As Mangum on top of the district standings and undefeated so far, they will get two tests. The first one on Monday when they entertain Apache. That ball game set to get underway at about 5. And we'll keep you up to date on that because we know that is a floating time. But Mangum and Apache in a single contest coming up on Monday. And then on Thursday, we will travel over to Hobart for a single district bowl game as well between those two ball clubs. And coming into today's play, Mangum undefeated inside the district and Apache a single loss. Same story for Hobart. And all due respect to the rest of the teams inside the district, but it is a 3-team race. I don't think there's any doubt about it as we are at the half. Look at there. Yeah, thank you, sir. We appreciate that. Yeah. I only get two. Dylan can have one. I can have the other. At the half, 14-13. Mangum down to Ringling. We'll take a timeout, come back, get set for the second half of play here on Classic Hits 97.7 and on OKSports.tv.
Triad Home Health in Mangum is locally owned and offers nursing, physical therapy, occupational, wound care, IV therapy, and more. All administered by people who go above and beyond for you. Phone Triad Home Health today at 580-782-5800. That's 782-5800.
For over 4 generations, the Willis family and staff have worked to develop their skills, and with improved technologies, they can assure you of a monument that will stand the test of time. Their award-winning designers, expert stonecutters, layout artists, sandblast sculptors, and installation crew are here to serve you. Visit them online at willisgranite.com. Willis Granite Products, with locations in Granite, Oklahoma City, and Stillwater.
Well, the 15 minutes expired, and normally they put another 3 on the clock. Ringling came out ready to kick the football away. Mangum's ready to receive it, but the officials are all huddled at midfield. So they do put the 3 minutes up, and we'll wait just a moment before the second half kickoff. It is Mangum trailing 14-13, and well, apparently they're going to go ahead and play. Dillon sucked down his slider. Brought to us from Mike Gerald, so he got his down in no time. He only got one bite, so I'll have to go back and catch the rest of it later. Pretty good, though. We tip our cap to the chef, whomever that may be. All right, second half set to get underway. Paul Duchesne will kick it away for this group from Ringling. High end over end kick. Fielded by Williams at about his own 12. Has the 15. Jab step. Takes it out across the 20. Gets a block at the 25 to the 26-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. So a nice return there from Williams. As he'll take it out about 12 yards on the return. Bryson Williams. No, go ahead and keep that water on. I want that saturated. I'm going to dig post holes tomorrow in the yard, and backyard is baked. So go ahead and let it run for another couple of hours. If I have to dig in mud, I'll be okay. By the way, Justin O'Neill was appreciative of us playing the band. He liked hearing Hold That Tiger. Didn't appreciate for my singing, but other than that, 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line. Mangum with a football. They trail by 1. Handed off to Bailey. Bernard Goodroom, 30. Makes a move at the 35, still on his feet. Runs over a tackler at the 40 and takes it out to the 42-yard line. Saw a little bit of everything there from Bernard Bailey. A little shake, a little bake, boom, and then blowing over a defender and picking up about 14 on the carry. So Bernard Bailey's having a couple of nice carries here on the night, and that's a good one there. Takes it all the way out to the 41-yard line of Mangum. 1st and 10 from there. Pistol formation. Mary Blackwell says goes 70. Josh Steary says goes 75. And there goes number 5, Bailey, on the 1-yard carry. Not a lot of room that time as he is tackled in open space. And a good play there. Turned in by River Miller. It'll be 2nd down and 9. All right, if you think it can be turned off, go ahead. Thanks to Aaron for sharing the stream. We appreciate that. Our old buddy Dean Minnick checking into the broadcast this evening as well. So it'll be 2nd down at about 9. Pistol formation, 2 wide receivers split to the far side. Laughlin directing traffic to his right, Bailey. Colton hands it off to Bernard, gets a block of the line of scrimmage, breaks a tackle, and drags tacklers across the 45 to the 46. And now the 47-yard line, Bernard Bailey showing good leg strength there as he said, Ethan Johnson, get on board and take a ride. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4.5 for Mangum. After 2 running plays, you got to think they'll go back to the air here. 3rd down, Williamson on the near side. He has been the target most of the night for Colton Laughlin. Now they'll bring the safeties up. Colton with time, fires, fastball caught, and that's good enough for a 1st down. Great job that time. Dalen Stacy just simply going down the seam, finding a spot on that zone defensive coverage, and an easy pitch and catch for a 1st down to the 47-yard line of Ringling. 2 minutes gone by here in the 3rd period, 14-13. Mangum trailing by a point. Colton Laughlin and company in the middle of a Jim spanking dandy drive. They'll send a man in motion. That's Webb, far side, near side. Fake the handoff to him. It's Bailey on the right side, breaking tackles. 40, 35, still on his feet. Picks up the 1st down and is finally knocked down at about the 32-yard line. And Bernard Bailey has come up like a man on fire in the 2nd half of play. Running hard, Bernard Bailey and another 1st down. They move the sticks to the Mangum Tigers. 9:50 left here in the 3rd period. They've got it 1st and 10 at their 32-yard line of Ringling. And the offensive linemen really have come out and made a statement here in this 3rd period of play for Mangum. Big Uglies up front getting it done. 1st and 10. Again, Webb in motion, far side, near side. They'll fake the handoff. Laughlin, pitch, catch out here to Leighton Ketchum, and Ketchum will almost make the tackler whiff on the play. Drake Stapleton, not a big kid, and I don't think he wanted any part of Ketchum that time. Leighton was all ready for the collision, lowered his head, and there wasn't any boom, so he took it down to the 25-yard line. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. 9:25 left here in this 3rd period of play. Mangum trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. They'll go back to the ground, and this time got a new tailback in there, inside the 15, down to about the 13-yard line. Fresh set of legs there, as that's Quan Bailey on the carry, and Bailey will pick up a first down. Like Quan Bailey, talk about that fresh set of legs. He cut it off the block by Ketchum on that left side and picked up the first down. So Mangum has it 1st and 10, ball at the 14-yard line of Ringling. 9:05 left in the third period of play. They'll keep it on the ground. Another tailback, and this time the result not so good. Sawyer Webb got whacked as he got to the 15-yard line and then got shoved back, making the play Max Stewart. Stewart, a couple of times the size of Sawyer Webb, and Webb was one of those cartoon characters running into the proverbial brick wall. So they'll bring up a 2nd down and 12, a loss of a pair on the play. Bailey back in, pistol formation to the right of Laughlin. Colton barking out signals. And now they'll change the play. And again, no play clock to see how far down into that 40 seconds we are. Colton, direct snap, rolls right side, has time. Penalty flag will fly, fires to the end zone. Pass is caught instead at about the 1-yard line. But this one is not going to count. It's going to come back. We've got 2 penalty flags, one at the 21, one at the 23. And that's in the area of holding or push in the back. And Alan Meyer says chop block instead. Wow. That one's even bigger. So the chop block will bring this one back. Mangum had it 1st and goal at their own 1-yard line. But the mark-off going to take it out to the 27-yard line and set up a 2nd down and forever. The line to make for a first down just inside the 5. So we've got about 2nd and 22 here. So Mangum, for all that they've done right on this drive, big mistake there after the 10-yard mark-off for the chop block. Bailey again in the pistol formation, now to the left of Laughlin. 2 wide receivers split out to the far side. Now here comes Ketchum in motion. They'll direct snap to Laughlin, screen pass, caught inside Webb. He'll make a move at the 15, down to about the 12-yard line, but another penalty flag will fly. Is this going to be an eligible receiver downfield? Coaching staff for Mangum can't believe the call. And we'll have to get it from Alan Meyer. He tells us, yeah, ineligible receiver downfield. Now, if that pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage, that call's not made, but obviously that was not the case. So Mangum, and again, for all that they have done right now, have had 2 big penalties. That one from the 25 out to the 30-yard line. And once was 2nd and 21, 22, now becomes 2nd and 26, 27. 7:50 running here in the third quarter of play. It's a 1-point lead for Ringling, 14-13. Mangum has had the football the entire third period. Laughlin from the shotgun. 2 wide receivers split to the far side. He'll look that way, rolls, has time, throws. Pass is over the head of Williamson. Bryson had found a seam down there, but Colton, ball kind of sailed on him as it left his hand, incomplete. And it's going to be 3rd down and long now for the Tigers. And again, I don't think that you have to throw the football into the end zone here if you're Mangum. Try to pick up part of it and then go for the remainder on 4th down. Justin O'Neill, he needs to get his hearing checked, said, I'm part of the Rat Pack with my crooning. Of course, the Rat Pack is referring to Sammy Davis, Dean Martin, Bing Crosby, et al. 3rd down and long, shotgun formation. Laughlin with time, fires. Ball hit from behind. Good pressure late there defensively by this group from Ringling as Max Stewart hit Laughlin as he let go of the football. So Mangum with 7:28 left here in the third. We'll have it at the Ringling 30-yard line. And it's 4th down and about 25 for the Tigers. See what they do here. 2 wide receivers split to the far side. Bailey in the backfield. Now he'll come to the left side of Colton. Laughlin wants to throw on 4th down. Looking, has Williamson coming across the middle, and Williams can't get there to make the play, and Mangum will turn it over on downs. So the Tigers broke out big to begin the third period of play, picking up huge chunks of yardage, but they get called for a chop block and an ineligible receiver downfield, and it kills the drive. And with 7:21 left in the third period of play, Ringling will get it for the first time here in this second half of play, up by 1, and it's a 14-13 ball game. Blue Devils on top. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Wondering how Western Oklahoma State College can fit into your future? With 25 degree options and more than 20 student organizations, it's easy to join the Pioneer family. Western offers classes online and on campus, making it simple to fit an education into your schedule. Western's tuition is less than half of a four-year university's and offers many scholarship opportunities. To find out more about how your future is brighter at Western, visit wosc.edu.
All right, here goes Van Buskirk and company on a first down play, and now they've got to take a timeout. 7:21 left here in the third quarter of play. Ringling 14, Mangum 13. For Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
If you have tickets or accidents and need auto insurance, you're purchasing a new home and need homeowners coverage, you're a contractor needing general liability or a bond, maybe you're a business owner and need professional liability, directors and officers, or cyber liability, you need farm coverage or crop insurance, the Castle Agency in Mangum is who you're looking for. Family owned and operated for 81 years, the Castle Agency provides insurance for individuals, families, businesses with all kinds of insurance needs. Call or go by the Castle Agency and Pam Simmons will be happy to help you out. Phone 580-782-3049. Visit the office at 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum.
Misdirection on that first down play for Van Buskirk and company. His pass intended out in the flat for Ethan Johnson went off of his hands, and Ethan fell awkwardly and is going to have to limp to the sideline. And Penny Rosales asking, no, it can't be seen on YouTube right now, but the replay can be. All right, so Aaron Blackwell, way to go, Max. Crystal Miller, come on, Big Blue. And now we're going to get another stoppage of play. I think that may be our first set of cramps here on the night. Dalen Stacy coming to the sideline. And Ringling will go to the sideline as well. And we will get a stoppage of play. Going to keep it right here. And remind you that coming up on Tuesday over in Mangum, it will be the 14th annual Tiger Bash. And they will have all sorts of fun things available for you to do. Has some great concessions. And keep in mind, all the money raised on Tuesday night will go to the Mangum athletic programs, and that's all of the Mangum athletic programs. So it's a great fundraiser, worthwhile event, and you can buy discounted tickets Monday morning up until 7:55, right? It'll be the last time that you can do that. They had them on sale yesterday morning and again this morning until 7:55. But tomorrow will be Monday will be your last opportunity to take care of that. And then again, coming up on Tuesday, it will be the Tiger Bash. And part of the Tiger Bash, they will have a car that apparently you'll be able to pay money and take a sledgehammer to. So that's some good stuff. By the way, you see that stuff in the movies where somebody takes something and they smash a car and basically with one shot it falls apart? Doesn't happen. I'll challenge any of you to take that sledgehammer to a car and you'll be stunned after you hit it a couple of times. Number one, how exhausted you are, and number two, how little damage you have done to that automobile. So here we go. Shotgun formation now for Van Buskirk and company. Second down and 10. Man in motion. They'll fake it to him. Throw it across the middle. Pass up for grabs. Going to be picked off at about the 45-yard line. That's Laughlin at the 40. Gets a block at the 35 and shoved out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Colton Laughlin, a great read as Van Buskirk went over the top. Tried to hit his tight end, and the pass sailed on him. And Laughlin was there to pick it off and return it down to the 33-yard line. So Mangum stalling on the offensive end with a couple of mental mistakes on those penalties. Now get their first turnover of the night, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Shotgun formation, pistol look, and that's Bernard Bailey to the right of Colton. They'll hand it off to Bailey right up the middle of the field. He'll get off the backside, catch him, take it inside the 25, down to the 23-yard line. Great patient running there by Bernard Bailey. Bailey put his hand on the backside of Leighton Ketchum, followed him through the hole, and picked up enough to get the first down all the way down to the 24-yard line. Bailey, by the way, limping off to the sidelines, replaced by Quan Bailey. And Bailey's had a couple of nice runs on the evening. Handle off to Bailey. Shake, bake, 20. Still on his feet at the 15, at the 10, all the way down to the 9-yard line. Quan Bailey with a big carry. Well, I tell you what, Bailey, shifty feet there. Maroon 5 and Christina Aguilera once saying about got the moves like Jagger. That was some pretty good moves right there. Some fancy footwork. Muhammad Ali would be happy with those. Float like a butterfly. Stinging like a bee. First and goal at the 9-yard line. Quan still in there. They'll hand it off to Bailey. Quan breaks a tackle at the 10 and takes it down to about the 6-yard line. Pick up of 3. That'll be second down and goal from the 6. Clock running, 6:25 left here in this third period of play. Mangum trying to take the lead for the first time tonight. Bailey, single back look. He's to the right of Laughlin. Colton, 2 wide receivers, split to the far side. He'll go to Quan, and before this one gets underway, penalty flags will fly, and this may be illegal procedure called on Mangum. And it is. So they got themselves into trouble a drive ago with penalties, and now have it inside the 10-yard line and commit another penalty that'll take it back outside the 5 to the 12. It'll be second and goal from there. 6:02 left in the quarter. We're in the third period. Mangum down by 1, 14-13. Ringling struck first, went up 7-0. Mangum countered, and Ringling made it 14-7. Mangum a touchdown and could not convert on the extra point. There's a pass deep in the corner. Boy, I tell you what, running out of room, Bryson Williams, incomplete. That'll be third down and a dozen, third and goal from there. There is absolutely no room down in that corner, and the rock wall that surrounds this marvelous old venerable stadium is heavily padded in each of those corners. You can see it on the screen, and Dylan's got that picture for you. Third down and goal. Laughlin going to keep it himself. Look at this. He's at the 10, gets a block at the 5, dives to the corner of the end zone, not going to get there. He stepped out of bounds at about the 1-yard line. It'll be fourth and goal from there. 5:46 left in the third period of play. Nice move by Laughlin on the RPO. That time he faked the handoff to Quan Bailey. Everybody in a blue hat went with Bailey. And then Laughlin comes to the near side and takes it down to the 1. It'll be fourth and goal from there. Colton now in the backfield by himself. Confusion on personnel for Mangum. And now a whistle will blow and timeout going to be taken. And I think that one saves 5 yards for the Tigers. 5:46 left in the third. Mangum knocking on the door. They trail 14-13. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Most folks don't need the services of an attorney often, but when they do, many are choosing Corey Kendall, attorney at law. With offices in Altus and Mangum, Corey provides family law, estate planning, real estate, and criminal law services, operating with integrity as the cornerstone of his practice. The Kendall Law Firm is family-run, with wife Renee managing the office. When you need an attorney, remember Corey Kendall, attorney at law.
When you need auto repairs, save money and get it done right at Dwayne's Auto in Mangum. Dwayne's fixes flats, does brake jobs, turns rotors, alignments, that all-important air conditioning work, and general auto repair. If your car or truck isn't right, just head to Dwayne's Auto at 1205 North Lewis Tittle in Mangum. Call 782-5151. That's 782-5151. Mangum Tiger proud.
All right, here we go. Fourth down and goal from the 1-yard line. Mangum down by a point, 14-13. Shotgun formation, got a big old back in the backfield. That's a center eligible kind of thing, and they got it. Dalen Stacy instead. Out of the timeout, Dalen Stacy comes in to play quarterback, direct snap, and Stacy will score from a yard away. How about that wrinkle there? Caught everybody off guard as Colton Laughlin coming to the sidelines, pumping his fist, saying, "Yeah, we got him on that one." Stacy with the touchdown run from a yard away, and for the first time this year, Mangum leads it 19-14 with the extra point on the way off the toe of Jackson Warner. Warner eked one over the first time around, had one blocked his second opportunity. This one is on its way, and it is up, and it is no good, wide right. Nonetheless, with 5:41 left in the third period of play, Mangum on top, 19-14 for Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Listen, if you need a new overhead door or service on your overhead door you've got, here's some important information that you need to know. David Payne of Payne's Heat and Air has purchased Faith Garage Door Company. So if you need commercial or residential installation, service, or repairs, just call David Payne at Faith Garage Doors, 580-482-6369. Free estimates always.
Away to social media we go. Crystal Miller says, Max is my cousin from Ringling. Also, Paula Little Powers says, watch those penalties. Well, you got that right, Coach Powers. Crystal Miller, the Stewarts are my cousin from Ringling. Lori Whitaker says, let's go Big Blue. And Paula Little Powers says, Mangum, knock it on the door. Come on in, she said. And they did. Surprise play. They come out of the timeout with Dalen Stacy in the shotgun formation. He'll take it in from a yard away and make it a 19-14 lead. 5:41 left here in the third period of play. I love Sherry Lauk McCleary. She says, answer that door, Big Blue. That's some good stuff. I love this audience participation stuff. This is quality. This is good things. Sue Thompson, by the way, way to go Tigers. So Mangum on top, 19-14, 5:41 left in the third. So the Tigers taking advantage of a turnover like Ringling did in the first half of play and getting a touchdown. See what Mangum does here on the kick. Jackson Warner has gone high pooch a couple of times, and a fair catch has been called on two different occasions by Ringling. Setting up like he's going to kick the ball here to the near side. Warner puts his right toe into it, and it is a pooch kick here on the near side, fielded at the 30-yard line by an upback. Breaks the tackle, has the 40, 45, out across the 45 to the 47, 48, now 49-yard line. Well, that's some hard running there by River Miller. So Miller, who we told you was an impact player for Ringling, nice return there, and great field position for Ringling coming out of the touchdown by the Tigers, 19-14. See what you're up to now as far as shares go here, Mr. Dillon. By the way, Dillon is here. We're letting him have the night off for the rest of the night when it comes to talking because he's kind of under the weather. Allergies are getting to him. He's young. He should be able to handle it, but we'll let him go on the injured list tonight. But tonight only. So Ringling goes to work now. 5:33 left in the third. They trail 19-14. The last time they had the football, quarterback Sam Van Buskirk threw an interception. He'll go shotgun here, pistol look. Fake the handoff. Van Buskirk rolling, far side. Wants to throw against his body. Does. Pass caught inside Mangum territory down to the 40. And now the 37-yard line on the little pitch and catch there from Sam Van Buskirk to Braden Johnson. And Van Buskirk, he could have ran for about 15 yards, but did a good job of the little pitch and catch there. And they'll mark out at the 40-yard line now, Braden Johnson. So it'll be 1st and 10 there for Ringling. 5:23 left here in this third period of play. Now they are looking up at the scoreboard, down by 5, 19-14. And again, Van Buskirk from the shotgun formation, pistol look. Cash Lyle in the backfield to his left. They continue to shorten the game by running play clock as much as they can. And now they'll fake the handoff to Lyle. Van Buskirk will keep it himself, lose the football. It's on the ground. Let's see who got it. Mangum acts as though they have it. Let's see what the men in the striped shirts say. And they say, you are correct, young man. Mangum with the recovery. Van Buskirk in traffic lost the football. And I believe coming out of the pile with a loose ball may have been Brody Shelby. Given his reaction, Brody may have been the one that got on the football. Nonetheless, Mangum will get it back on the second consecutive turnover in his mini series here in the third period for Ringling. 5:14 left in the third, 19-14. Mangum on top. They'll get the football back, and they have dominated on the offensive side here in period number 3. Tailback in there now is Sawyer Webb. Laughlin wants the throw. Does. Has time. Goes deep. Has a man. Stacy the catch at the 30 and dragged down at the 25-yard line. Back-to-back big plays for Dalen Stacy. Stacy the 1-yard run on 4th and goal a moment ago, and now catches a big pitch and catch from Laughlin to Stacy down to the 25. Oh, what a sweet throw that was. And you could see the route develop a little hitch and go by Stacy, and the defender bit on it. So Mangum again, a deep foray into Walters territory. And I said it again, that would be Ringling territory. As carrying the football on the right side is Sawyer Webb. He'll pick up a couple. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 8. Webb will sit down. Quan Bailey will take his place. 4:35 left here in this third quarter of play. So, been an interesting bowl game here tonight, dominated by Ringling, honestly, in the first half of play. But Mangum, the big place to stay in it, and now Mangum has dominated here in the third period of play. 2nd down and 8. Laughlin wants to throw. Does. Fires. Pass. Caught. Catch him. Down to the 15-yard line. That will be near a first down, depending on the mark. Now, there's a couple of kids that have known one another and played sports for a long time together at a variety of sports, football, baseball, basketball, and you can see that kismet, that chemistry there. Instead, he was down just shy of the first down marker, outside the 15 at the 15.5. Line to make is the 15. So they'll bring up a 3rd and about a half yard. 3:45 left in the third. Mangum leading 19-14. Pistol formation, that's Bailey in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Quan. He'll shake. Bake tries to get to the outside, does. Has the first down or more at the 10. Stepped out of bounds right there. But that'll be good enough for a first down carry inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. 1st and goal now for the Mangum Tigers. And we got a set of cramps down here on the far side. As that is Bryson Williams. Bryson Williams, slow to get up now. He is okay, but you can tell those hamstrings tightening up a little bit. Here's we play in period number 3, 33-36 left in the frame. Mangum trying to add to that 5-point lead. It's 19 for the Tigers and 14 for Ringling. They have not scored since the first quarter. They got both touchdowns in the first quarter, I believe. So defense has responded for the Tigers since that first period. Back into the lineup now in the backfield, Sawyer Webb. He is to the left of Laughlin. Man in motion. That will be the other Webb. Fisher gets the handoff, and he'll get bottled up at the line of scrimmage. Good job of pursuit that time by Ringling. Julius Coons in on the stop. No gain in the play. 2nd and goal from the 9. 3:20 and running here in this third quarter of play. And again, you might be wondering about Bernard Bailey. Bailey went down earlier in this third quarter on a hard tackle, hobbled his way to the sidelines, and has not been seen since. 2nd and goal. Laughlin rolling out, has a man in the flat, and the pass going to come up short. And Colton just held onto the football too long. He had Leighton Ketchum out in the flat, and the defender was behind him. There was no way that Julius Coons was going to catch up with, and that wasn't Coons, that was Braden Johnson instead. And there was no way that Johnson was going to catch up with the Ketchum. Like I say, Colton held onto the ball a little bit too long. Timeout going to be taken here by Mangum. 2:57 left in the third, and it's 19-14. Tigers on top. Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv.
Friends, you need to take care of your eyes. Have regular checkups. Make an appointment with Dr. Michael Geiger, Geiger Eye Care in Altus, and now there's a Geiger Eye Care in Frederick. Dr. Michael Geiger and Sons, Seth and Bryce, well, they're good at what they do, so get your eyes checked. Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick, proud to support Southwest Oklahoma youth in sports, in the classroom, in the showroom, whatever. That's Geiger Eye Care, Altus and Frederick. Mike, Seth, and Bryce Geiger, 580-482-1756.
Everyone wants to be on a winning team. That's why Great Plains Bank is a proud supporter of the Tigers. No matter what life may throw at you, Great Plains Bank has the play drawn up, and we're ready to go into overtime to win your business. What makes Great Plains Bank different is that we will make the extra push to get you to the goal line. When it comes to your family's finances, every play counts. So pick a teammate you can trust. We want you on our team because with customers like you, we are greater together. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
They have gone to the fourth quarter down in Vernon, and it's Altus on top of the Lions by a score of 28-20 as they get set for the fourth quarter of play. 2:57 left here in the third at the Liberty Bowl. Mangum on top 19-14, facing a 3rd down and goal from the 9-yard line. And we say hi to Giona Gibson Price. I hope I'm saying that right, that first name. Also, Crystal Miller and Mike McAlexander. Mike, it's always a pleasure to have you alongside, partner. And we mean that, as always, from the heart of our bottom. And we got Mike to smile on that one, I can promise you. Ball bobbled now back here at the 25-yard line. That's Webb. Fisher going to throw it. Incomplete. And let's see if penalty flags fly there because we had somebody illegal downfield. Nope. Busted play there. Mangum trying some razzle, then some dazzle, and it did not work. Remember, they called a timeout on that 4th and goal play and put Dalen Stacy in there at tailback, and he scored a touchdown. Surprised everybody. And they tried some chicanery coming out of the timeout here, and it did not work. So Mangum now going to try a field goal. Last scrimmage going to be the 15-yard line, so this is a 25-yard attempt with 2:48 left in the third quarter of play. And again, the kicker is Jackson Warner. Hold is good, snap is good, kick is on the way, and it is good as well. How about that? Jackson Warner from 25 yards away. And with 2:42 left here in the third, Mangum 22, Ringling 14. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Bring hope and peace to a child. Young children of all ages need homes. Please consider opening your loving home to a child in need. Children deserve to grow up in a loving, caring family. We have the services and community connections that can help foster families succeed. Contact your local youth service agency at 580-726-3383 for more details. Abused and neglected children are Oklahoma's most vulnerable population. Help is needed now. Great Plains Youth and Family Services is a proud sponsor of today's broadcast.
Well, how about that effort there from a young man who's really struggled on extra points, but able to get it through from 25 yards away. Oh, let me tell you about but Jackson Warner making the field goal. And Mangum on top by 8, 22-14. Lauren Page Haygood says Ethan Johnson and Braden Johnson's sister watching from Oklahoma City. She says, go blue. Good to have you alongside, Lauren. And thanks for letting us know that you're tuning in up there in Oklahoma City. I've often told this story. In 16 years of college, I failed one class, Intro to Computers. It was in 1978 at Northwest Missouri State University. Intro to Computers back then, you had to write a computer program. You had to know all the dots and all that other stuff, and I flagged it big time. But I'm like, I'm going to be a radio guy. I don't need to know anything about computers. Wrong again, Mr. Michael in the morning. Everything is computers. I never would have thought 40 years ago, graduating from high school, that one day I'd be able to do a morning show from my bedroom in my boxers. There's a thought for you. Here's the kickoff now after the field goal fielded back at the 27-yard line by the upback. That's Colton Fincher. Fincher turns the corner, has the 35-40. 45, slips down at the 50-yard line. Great return by Fincher that time, as he made the catch here on the near side and set sail to the far side of the field. They got about 25-26 on the return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils, actually inside Mangum territory at the 49-yard line. So the last two times that the Blue Devils have had the football, they've had an interception and a fumble. Great field position here. And again, neither team blessed with a lot of kids, so there are a lot of kids that go both ways. And fatigue has got to be setting in at some point. Not to mention all the energy that you burn simply just by being jacked up and playing your first game. I mean, you really, I've seen kids hyperventilate before the kickoff that first game of the season. Matt Terry, who now coaches the Altus Bulldogs, back when he played quarterback for them, did that several years ago. 1st and 10 now. Van Buskirk will hand it off to his tailback. That's Lyle. And Cash pounds his way inside the 45, down to about the 43-yard line. So a pickup of 7 on the play. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 3. Christian Cervenka in on the stop. Cervenka. I bet it's Cervenka. I wish somebody would help me out on that deal. Chervenka. I kind of feel like Harry Carey. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Wrigley Field. I can't say Smith very well because I've had one too many barley beverage. Oh, Harry, he was a legend. 2nd down and 7. Van Buskirk underneath center, I formation. Spins, hands it off to his tailback. Lyle, left side, boy, he'll get thumped right at the line of scrimmage. Does fall forward for about a yard. Knifing in to make the play, Dalen Stacy. Over the top, Leighton Ketchum was there and got some help finishing off the play from Bryson Williams. So that'll bring up a third down at about 2. Ball setting at the 41. Line to make the 39. Minute 25 left here in the third. Mangum on top by 8, 22-14. Ringling scored a couple of touchdowns early in the ball game and have been silent ever since. Been very methodical on the evening. Van Buskirk, long snap count. Now he'll hand it off to Lyle. Cash tries to turn the corner, breaks a tackle, has the 35, the 30, back down to the 27-yard line, and he'll pick up a first down, and that was just some want-to there by Cash. It looked like a tackle was going to be made in the backfield for a loss by Fisher Webb, but Webb unable to bring Lyle down. And Cash will pick up the first down. They'll move the sticks with 55 seconds left here in this third quarter of play.
Well, 44, run away from 44.
So, and you can hear the coaching staff up here saying, let's run away from 44. That would be, of course, Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum gotten a little bit bigger over the summer. We saw him at the end of the baseball season. Good-sized kid to begin with, but he has certainly bulked up and worked hard in the weight room all summer long. 1st and 10 now for Ringling. I formation late here in this third period of play. Stoppage of play. Yellow flags will fly, and I believe we're going to get the quintessential delay of game, and we do. Quintessential, not quintessential. Speaking is what I do for a living. Sometimes I speak too much at the Department of Human Services Child Welfare Division. Thank you for asking. Special correspondent Ryan Lane down there in Vernon telling us it's fourth quarter. Altus 28, Vernon 20, as they've gone to the fourth quarter in that one. 1st and 15 now after the delay of game, and I'm not keeping track 100% accurately, but I believe that is the third delay of game of the night whistled against this group from Ringling, and now they're going to have to take a timeout. No, they're going to let the quarter expire instead. So the quarter will come to a close. Mangum on top by 8, 22-14. Final 12 ought to be good. Stick and stay. We'll be back after this. Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Deer County Farm Bureau agents Mickey Lively and Steve Martin support high school sports. Mickey and Steve offer insurance for property, casualty, life, commercial, and crop insurance. They're at 231 North Oklahoma in Mangum. Phone 580-782-3827.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from, but choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Well, the first flag of the season has been called on me by the listening audience. Paula Little Powers says, too much info, commentator. Ha ha. And then Sue Thompson chimes right in, yep, TMI. So the penalty flag has been called on me. They marched off 15 against me. We'll go to the fourth quarter. Mangum on top. It is a 22-14 ball game. Been entertaining to say the least here as the Tigers and the Blue Devils have slugged it out all night long. Randy Thurman says, got to get a score here to stop the momentum of the Tigers. Tammy Baker says, go blue. And Marcelo Ruiz says, let's go Devils. So Mangum leading here in the fourth. It will be Ringling facing a first down and 15. Line to make for a first down is the 18-yard line. They have it at their 33-yard line of Mangum. Ball game now just a little 2 hours old. Been entertaining throughout the evening. Shotgun formation now for the underneath center will be Van Buskirk. I formation. Van Buskirk turns, hands it off with Johnson. No, they'll go with a sweep, and that's the tailback, Taylor, and Taylor maybe picked up a couple of yards. Let's see where they mark him down. Good open field tackle there, out on the edge by Mangum. And slow to get up again is Bryson Williams, but Bryson made a nice play out in the open field. Gain of a couple to the 31. It'll be second down from there, second and about 13. By the way, Bernard Bailey now back into the ball game. He's on the defensive side of the football. Bailey got hurt in that third quarter of play carrying the football. Chris Harper is checked in as well for Mangum. Harper out on the edge on that left side of the line. Van Buskirk, second down, we'll call it 12. His club down 22-14. Van Buskirk to Johnson. Cash with a move at the line of scrimmage. Breaks a tackle, has the 25, still on his feet, and breaks another tackle inside the 20, all the way down to the 15-yard line. That is near a first down. And we talked about coming into the lineup, Chris Harper. Harper had Johnson wrapped up at about the 25 and couldn't hold on. And good job there. Hard running by Cash Lyle. Lyle, big strong kid. And he showed it there, and you wonder why they don't feature him a little bit more. Meantime, got a player slow to get up off the field from Mangum. And that also may be the umpire. And the umpire slow to get up off the field as well. So the fellows in the striped outfits having problems with cramps too. So an official's timeout going to be taken here. 10:51 left of the ball game. Mangum 22, Ringling 14. They have the ball when you and I come back on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there. Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum specializes in reliable used vehicles. Here are some of the examples of what's on the lot right now. Check out this 2012 Kia Sorento all-wheel drive with 102,000 miles and fully equipped. It's white with ebony cloth for only $79.50. Or this 2010 GMC Terrain, locally owned, 113,000 miles, rear DVD, leather, only $88.50. And this 2012 loaded Audi QS for $11,950. See Jamie or Lacey at Jamie's Auto Sales in Mangum.
Big howdy hi going out to our good friend listening in and watching in, Enrique Lopez. Good to have you alongside, partner. Bodone Wilson, I hope I'm saying that correctly. Need to run the ball more, says Wilson. All right. First down at 10. Ringling with the ball, trailing 22-14. Quarterback keeper, and boy, that didn't fool anybody, didn't go anywhere either. Big hit, Sam Van Buskirk. As he got back to the line of scrimmage, he got thumped big time. Coming in to make the play, Williams. Got some help over the top as well from a couple of Tigers, including Elijah Bernal. So second down and 10-20 and running here in the fourth quarter of play. Ringling with the ball deep inside Mangum territory. They have it at the Tiger 15, down by 8. And Van Buskirk, whether he's underneath center in shotgun formation, deliberate as he is now from the shotgun. Low snap, he'll go down and get it and give it up to Cash, and Cash going to run right through the middle of the defense. And that's an easy touchdown for Cash Lyle. Lyle with a burst up the middle from 15 yards away. It looked like a runaway locomotive there. Nobody wanted to get in his way, and Lyle will score unscathed from 15 yards away. And with 9:59 left of the ball game, it's 22-20. And obviously, if you are Ringling, you're going to go for two here, I would think. Now, maybe they're talking about it. And now they're going to have to take a timeout to talk about it. Boy, frustrating there for this group from Ringling. Get the touchdown, get a little bit of momentum, and then kind of shoot themselves in the foot. Cecilia Blake Nippert says, "Go Tigers." She's listening in or viewing it in Copan, Oklahoma. That's up there around the Enid area, I believe, is it not? Am I right about that? I don't know. Copan, okay. All right, hi to Mary Ann Freed Lambert. She's watching as well. Cheryl Martin Wade says 92 people are watching. Well, actually, the numbers are kind of like a Jerry Lewis telethon. We're at 98 right now. So how about them apples? Good stuff there. Betty Howard, good to have you alongside. She says, "Go Big Blue." Now we're getting attacked by grasshoppers. Hey, grasshoppers got its eye on you there. Mr. Fox, you better watch out. Yeah, going to come get you. Give you a game recap now. 9:59 left of the ball game. 22-20. Ringling just scored a 15-yard touchdown to cut the lead to 2 for Mangum. And now the coaching staff for Ringling trying to decide if they're going to go for 2. And I'm kind of thinking that they will, because even if you're not successful, you're still within a field goal of taking the lead if your defense can hold. Ton of time left of the ball game. They are trotting out Paul Duchesne, but he is going to go to a slot back position, so they are going to go for 2. I like the call here on the part of Ringling. Van Buskirk, let's see if he sets up shop underneath center, goes shotgun, and it will be a shotgun look, actually a pistol look with Cash Lyle to his right. 2-point conversion, they'll hand it off to Lyle, and Lyle struggling for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. Good job by the Tigers to wrap him up that time. Colton Laughlin leading the way for Mangum, and finishing off the play for the Tigers, Christian Cervenka. So the 2-point conversion, no good. 9:59 left in the ballgame. Mangum on top, 22-20. Got a dandy going on here. Classic Hits, 97.7 at oksports.tv.
Taking care of your family is easy and convenient at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum. Located at 114 South Lewis Tittle in Mangum, Dr. Lonnie Perryman and nurse practitioner Patty Burks provide a comprehensive, full-service family practice, including care for children and adults, including geriatrics. Call 782-3393 for appointments at the JCMH Family Care Medical Clinic in Mangum.
All right, Cash Lyle on that touchdown run a moment ago. Lisa Eubanks says, good job, Cash. Proud sister, way to go, Cash. That's Marley Lyle with that. Jenny Miller chiming in, go Ringling. And I like this. Terry Johnson Blackwell says, the nail biter going on right now. And she wishes Big Blue the best. By the way, we've gone up over the century mark at 104 viewing. And again, keep in mind, it's not just one platform that we have. That's just our Classic Hits 97.7 Facebook page. It's not including oksports.tv and the folks watching there or people listening over the air on Classic Hits 97.7. So glad to have you alongside for the nail biter as we're having fun on a football Friday night, week number 1 here in Mangum at the Liberty Bowl. Back and forth tussle throughout the course of the evening. Been a good one as well. So Mangum will get the ball back after the kickoff from the speedster Duchesne Pohl. He's been held in check here tonight, and that's a good thing. So Paul to kick it away. Up top for Mangum, you'll find Bryson Williams. And here on the near side, Fisher Webb. A couple of times now, Paul has kicked the ball relatively deep. Let's see what he does here. Bangs it high, end over end. Williamson will field at the 20, has the 25, looks for a cut to the outside 30, down the far sideline to the 35, and run out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Mangum will have it there, 1st and 10, with 9:53 left of the ballgame, and up by a pair, 22-20. You know, you talk to coaches, and the good ones will tell you about the 3 phases of football. Defense, offense, and that kicking game. And right now, kicking game, the difference in the contest is Mangum getting a 25-yard field goal from Jackson Warner. And they lead it 22-20. 9:53 left in the ball game. Laughlin from the pistol. In there at tailback, Quan Bailey. Fake the handoff to Bailey. Keeping it himself as Colton has the 40. Breaks to the outside 45. Looking for a block. Doesn't get it. Dragged down at the 47. Penalty flag all the way back here at the 37-yard line. This one will come back. They'll reset where the flag will sit. Holding going to be called on Mangum. And they'll mark it off from about the 44-yard line. So Laughlin will get credit for some of that yardage, but holding going to be bringing it back. And it'll be one of those things that in film study this week, coaches will say you didn't need to hold there. Colton had already turned the corner, had the edge. So instead of a first down carry, it'll be a mark off back to the 34.5-yard line, and that'll set up a first down at about 11. Line to make for a first down to 46. Clock rolling with 9:40 left of the ball game. Haven't talked a whole lot about the playing conditions here at the Liberty Bowl. Field in great shape. They have cut the grass short, and it helps add to the speed on both sides of the football. We have seen some quickness indeed. Laughlin now from the pistol. Single back look, 1st and 11. Hands the ball off to Quan Bailey, and Bailey tries to make his way to the 35-yard line. Can't get it done. He'll pick up, he'll maybe give him a yard on the play. Nope. 2nd down and 11. By the way, Altus picked off a pass, scored on the next play. Bulldogs appear to be on their way to their first victory of the year. They lead Vernon now, 35-20, late in the 4th quarter. 8:55 here. Clock running, 4th period of play. Mangum 22-20 over Ringling. 2nd down and 11. Laughlin with a man split to the far side, 2 here on the near side. Now he'll send Webb in motion. That's Fisher. Fake the handoff to him, wants to throw, does, pass over the top, caught by Leighton Ketchum. Ketchum, a great catch at about the 46-yard line. And, boy, we talk about the strong arm of Colton Laughlin, but right there we saw a little touch pass over the top. And a great job by Ketchum to make the catch. And now let's see if he got enough for the first down. Ball setting at about the 41.5-yard line. The line to make was the 42. They're going to bring the chains all the way across the field. We'll measure this thing. And I've yet to be able to see the football because there are a couple of big bodies in front of me, but I'm going to say he's got it by half a football. So we'll see. They'll stretch the chains. But again, I want to go back to that, first of all, kismet between Ketchum and his quarterback, Laughlin, and the touch pass. And a good catch by Leighton. I mean, it's in traffic. Not an easy catch to be made. Defense draped all over him. They will stretch the chains, and he is short by a half a length of the football. So it'll be third down and that much for the Tigers with 8:28 left of the ball game. They're up by a pair, 22-20. I want to remind you, we've got softball, big one coming up on Monday afternoon as Apache will be in town. Apache, a single loss inside district play. Mangum undefeated inside the district. So a big one coming up on Monday evening. And then Thursday, we will take our traveling microphones over to Hobart for a critical district bowl game as well as the Lady Cats, only one loss inside district play. And again, you win your district, you stay at home for the regionals. You lose, and you get to travel. So it'll be third down here for Mangum. Third, less than a yard. 8:20 clock running here in the fourth. We'll put Dalen Stacy back in at the tailback or at the quarterback position. Laughlin split out on the near side. They scored a touchdown on this set a moment ago. And Dalen going to pick up the first down as he'll take it out to about the 43-yard line. Stacy getting a great head of steam. Collision at the point of impact, but he had enough to pick up the first down. Quite a collision between him and Max Stewart. So the first down for the Tigers, a fresh set of downs, and they'll be able to run more clock now as 4 minutes have gone by here in the fourth. Mangum leading 22-20. So that is a great wrinkle there, putting Dalen Stacy in there, as they used to call that the Wildcat look. Stacy has got a touchdown and a first down on his 2 carries. They'll go back to Laughlin now from the shotgun as Quan Bailey is in there to his right. First and 10. Now that's Bernard Bailey back in the ballgame, but Bernard going to get the carry and take it out to the midfield stripe. Bernard Bailey. Bailey hurt midway through that third quarter of play. We saw him on defense. Had not played any offense, but carries here for 4. That'll bring up a second down and 6. Making the stop, Cash Lyle for this group from Ringling. 7:15 left of the ballgame. And all night long, Ringling has run the play clock down as far as they can. Now Mangum will flip the script and do likewise here. 7 minutes left of the ball game. Second down and 6, Laughlin. Tick, 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 tick. Letting that 40 seconds run down as far as he can. And there's the back judge now, counting it down. Colton going to hand it off to Bailey. Bernard covers up the football, has the 45-yard line of Ringling. Mark him down just shy of the 45 at the 45.5. And that'll bring up a third down at about 2.5 for Mangum. 6:30 left of the ball game. And now they go quick to the line of scrimmage to the Tigers. Going to try to catch Ringling off guard. And Bernard Bailey will pick up the first down. Bailey patient as he got the carry. As we mentioned, Mangum quickly to the line of scrimmage. Bailey gets the handoff, and he's very patient going along the line of scrimmage, looking for a block. Got it, and took it down to the 40. And a new set of downs with 6:15 left of the ball game. So while Mangum was big play through the first 3 quarters of play, now here late in the fourth, it's time to be methodical. First and 10, they've got it at the Ringling 40-yard line. We're inside of 6 minutes at 5:55 left in the contest. Bailey in the back field, and that's Quan Bailey. And now coming in motion, Webb here on the near side. They'll hand it off to Bailey. Quan looked for a block, got to the 38, and then got smacked right there. Coming out to make the play from his safety position, Deshane Paul. But Paul, not a big kid, but boy, he made a big hit right there. So just a gain of 1 on the play, they say. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 9. 5:25 and running in the 4th period. And again, a methodical look for the Tigers now. They have it 2nd down and 9, up by a pair. Tailback in there now is Sawyer Webb. Fisher Webb split here on the near side. Stacy in the slot. Ketchum rolling out. They look his way. Pass too low. Couldn't make the catch. Pretty good defense out there. Jacob Freeman and Sam Van Buskirk were in the vicinity. That's a break there for Ringling as it will stop the clock with 4:56 left of the ballgame. 22-20. Well, now if you're Mangum, don't get greedy here. If it's there, see if you can pick up that 1st down. If not, protect the football, punt it away, and make Ringling go the length of the field to beat you. 4:56 remaining, 22-20. And again, the pistol formation with Sawyer Webb, Fisher Webb here on the near side. That's Williams up top. 3rd down at 9. Mangum trying to induce Ringling to come across the line of scrimmage. Can't get it done. Now they will send Williams in motion, toss it to him, and he's not going to go anywhere. Got hit at the point of attack, and a good job of the open field stop there by Joyous Coons. I think coaches will probably tell Mr. Williams during film study, look, son, run through that defender. Don't give him a chance. But in fairness to Williams, he is kind of hobbling here to the sidelines and maybe cramping up a little bit. So with 4th and 9 to go, Mangum going to punt the football away. Clock running, 4:30 left in the contest. Colt Laughlin counting, folks. The dangerous Deshane Paul back there to receive the punt of Laughlin. I'm kicking it away from him. Mangum going to take a delay of game here, I think, just to get 5 additional yards to have a little extra room to work with, and I like this. Clock down to 4:09, and now delay of game has been called at the 4:05 mark. We saw Ringling do this in the first half of play, and now Mangum will take the precious seconds and give up the 5 yards, and again, just sends it back to the 45-yard line, so you're willing to sacrifice those 5 yards for those precious seconds. 4:05 remaining. Paul here on the near side. And Laughlin rolling here on the near side. Now going to kick it away. Duchesne makes the catch at the 2. Retreats to the 1. Tries to get to the outside. Look out. He's at the 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and spun down at about the 37-yard line. And a late penalty flag will fly on top of that. Boy, I tell you what, Deshane Paul was a step away from being gone. I mean, that is a dangerous play by him to make the catch at the line of, or at the end zone line, go back into the end zone, retreat, and then head downfield, and he's going to get 15 free yards on top of that great return as a face mask called against Mangum. So we have been leery of Deshane Paul all night long, and really he hasn't been a factor up until now. That's a great return by him. And then we mentioned an additional 15 yards. That will take it inside Mangum territory to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 from there for Ringling. 3:49 left of the ball game. Yeah, the defense has been ferocious for the most part here in the second half of play. They did give up the 1 touchdown. And it's been Cash Lyle left, Cash Lyle right. Cash Lyle up the middle. Got to watch him here. Van Buskirk going to go with the pistol look as he's got Lyle to his left. 1st and 10 for Ringling. They have it at the Mangum 49. Rolling here on the near side, Van Buskirk has time, throws. Man was open, but the pass was at the feet of his intended wide receiver, wide open on the play, but that is a tough play for Van Buskirk. He's rolling into the boundary and has to throw against his body. And that's kind of a spot pass. And He just came out wrong, didn't get his shoulders square and his feet set. Second down and 10. Stops the clock with 3:43 remaining. Well, this one, everything we thought it would be. 2-point ball game late in the fourth quarter. 22-20. Mangum trying to hang on. And now here comes Van Buskirk, and now we're going to stoppage of play. All kinds of confusion. And a timeout going to be taken by Ringling. 3:43 remaining. 22-20. Mangum by a pair. Come on back to the edge of your chair after this on Classic Hits 97.7 and OKSports.tv.
Mangum Golden Age Apartments offer HUD-approved housing for anyone 62 or older or on Social Security disability. They have one-bedroom and efficiencies which include all bills paid, including Wi-Fi, and cable is just $5. Mangum Golden Age Apartments are located at 100 East Lincoln, right on the downtown square in Mangum. Call Brandy at 580-782-2452 for more information.
Tech is easy to find in 108 East Pierce Street in Mangum. When you need license tags, registration, driver's license renewal, IRP registration, pipe passes, or even send a UPS, Tom and Cynthia Clark will help you at the Mangum Tag Agency. Call 580-782-3004. That's 782-3004.
All right, we're up to 116 people now watching on our Facebook page. And we've got more on OKSports.tv and also on radio on Classic Hits 97.7. By the way, special correspondent Ryan Lane telling us that Altus gets their first win of the season. They beat Vernon for the 6th straight time, 35-20 final score. Congratulations to Matt Terry and the Altus Bulldogs. They will be off next week. Second down and 10 here. And quarterback keeper Van Buskirk, he'll take it down to about the 46-yard line. Good pursuit down the line of scrimmage there by Leighton Ketchum. Dalen Stacy in on the stop as well. Got some help, too, from Payson Jenkins. And that'll bring up a third down at about 6. Ball setting at the 46-yard line of Mangum. And we'll call it 45.5. The line to make the 39.5. 3:10 and running in the fourth period of play. Obviously, 4-down territory from this point of the field if you are Ringling. Trailed by a pair. Van Buskirk again on the keeper. Comes here on the near side. He'll get smacked at about the 42-yard line. That'll be short of a first down. Good job of stringing out the play on the edge by the Tigers. Stetson Ryan part of that. And also Dalen Stacy, the tackle, credited to Fisher Webb. So here you go. 4th down and a yard. 2:40 and running in the fourth period of play. If you're Mangum, you hold. You can run out the clock and win it. If you're Ringling, you need 2 yards to keep the drive alive. Coaching staff for Ringling coming out near the hash mark, trying to get the attention of their players. Van Buskirk from the shotgun wants to keep it. Does. And I don't know if he got the first down or not. Big open field hit there by Cervenka. And it just depends on the mark. Van Buskirk going along the line of scrimmage, tried to turn it up. Cervenka smacked him. And let's see where they mark it. Well, Duchesne Paul thinks it's a first down, and Alan Meyer agrees. So they will move the sticks with 2:14 remaining. And Ringling keeps the drive alive. Boy, that was a big hit by Cervenka in the open field, but give credit to Van Buskirk. He had just enough to get the first down. Now we're getting another stoppage of play. This time it's Mangum taking the timeout. So the back and forth chess game continues late on a Friday evening. 2:13 left of the ball game. Mangum by 2, 22-20. On the drive, Ringling. Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv.
Mangum Brick Company has been operating since the early 1900s. They're the largest private employer in Greer County. Mangum Brick is proud to support high school athletics radio broadcasts. And if you know of someone looking for work, always check with Mangum Brick, as they may be hiring.
Well, wherever you may be tuning in this evening, we thank you. Whether it's on Classic Hits 97.7 on the radio, if it's on Classic Hits 97.7, the Facebook page, or OKSports.tv. Renanda Longest. And again, we hope we're saying that correctly. Tuning in, Marilyn Garton as well, Nicole Reed-White, Enrique Lopez, Jenny Miller, and Paula Little Powers, who threw a flag on me earlier in the ballgame and gave me a TMI penalty. Let's give me a game reset now. 2:13 left in the ballgame, 22 on the board for Mangum, 20 on the board for Ringling. They have the football, 1st and 10 at the Mangum 38-yard line. And I believe that was the second time out of the evening, expunged by the Tigers, and I'm not sure that the Blue Devils have any left. Van Buskirk now underneath center. I formation. He'll spin, fake the handoff to Lyle, roll near side, being chased, throws, has a man, pass is going to be short. And again, a difficult pass for the right-handed throwing Sam Van Buskirk. Coming to the near boundary, throwing across his body. He had wide open Braden Johnson, but the throw comes up short. And they'll make it 2nd down and 10, 2:06 left of the ballgame. That is a tough throw. Randy Thurman says, I wish they had a play clock. He's going nuts. And he's right. I mean, it is. You get so used to having that play clock, and then when it's not available to you, man, you're like, oh, my goodness. So 2nd down and 10. Again, Van Buskirk underneath center. I formation. He'll turn, fake the handoff to Lyle. Now rolling near side, pass again, incomplete. It was intended for Julius Coons, and it'll be a 3rd down and 10, and that's another opportunity to throw across his body and into the boundary there for the right-handed throwing Van Buskirk, and just kind of struggling. Debbie Hale says, thank you, guys. I don't know who she's thanking, but Debbie, I'll tell you, it's us, right? So 3rd down and 10, 2 minutes left of the ballgame. By the way, Cameron Dole checking us out on radio on Classic Hits 97.7. Cameron, thanks. And by the way, congratulations on KWHW and KQ 106 getting the rights to Western Oklahoma State College basketball. Cameron will have them for you this winter. 3rd down and 10. Van Buskirk, little screen pass, caught in the middle of the field. Look out, some room there, and then closing quickly, and a tackle made at the 35-yard line. Boy, it looked like Julius Coons was ready to go off to the races, and then suddenly Dalen Stacy stepped in and said, not so fast, my friend. Helping over the top that time on the stop, Christian Cervenka. So that'll bring up a 4th down now, 4th down, and we'll call it 6. Ball setting at the 34-yard line, the line to make for a 1st down, the 28. 90 seconds and running here in the 4th period of play. 2 wide receivers split here on the near side for Ringling. Pistol formation. Van Buskirk back there with Cash Lyle. Van Buskirk rolling near side. Looks this way, throws, pass is incomplete. Bracket coverage that time on Duchesne Paul. And a great job on the defensive side by Mangum in that secondary, as Fisher Webb was in front, and up top was Brody Shelby. And there's no way that ball is going to get in there for a completed pass. So Mangum will get it on downs. Now trying to run out the clock. 1:09 remaining. 22-20. Tigers on top. Now remember, they've turned the ball over a couple of times, put it on the ground, and have an interception. So got to be careful here. Of course, they go into the victory formation. Fisher Webb for Mangum all the way back at about his own 18-yard line, just in case we have a Joe Pizarchik moment. They will go shotgun. This surprises me. Back to Laughlin. Colton will take the snap, kneel down at the 27-yard line, and the clock will run, and I don't believe there's any timeouts left for Ringling. So Mangum, if they can hold on to the football, are going to win their first game of the year in week number 1. Down to 45 seconds remaining. And for those of you from Ringling that have watched wherever you may have been watching on Classic Hits 97.7, thank you so much for being a part of our broadcast this evening. I know it's a disappointing loss for you as Laughlin takes another direct snap, and he'll go back to the 21-yard line. It's a 40-second play clock, so Mangum should not have to snap the ball again as we're down to 25 seconds. But again, this Ringling football team will make some noise throughout the year. Thank you so much, you folks, for participating tonight. And how about the debut for Sam Powers, head coach of the Mangum Tigers? In his debut, They pick up a victory tonight against a very good Ringling team, winning it by a final score of 22-20. The excitement in the Liberty Bowl is palpable. Mangum 22, Ringling 20. That's your final on a Football Friday night, week number 1. We're back after this on Classic Hits 97.7.
Mangum Oil and Gas at 1306 North Lewis Tittle offers so many services. From fuel at the C-store to the self-serve car wash, getting propane bottles filled or propane delivered to the home and farm, even U-Haul services. It's no wonder so many folks head to Mangum Oil and Gas, where they say, "Go Tigers." The Mangum Star-News has been serving southwest Oklahoma since 1887. No wonder when folks want to know what's happening, they grab the Mangum Star-News. Today, the paper is just as proud as ever to serve you online, in your mailbox, or at a store near you. The Mangum Star-News.
22-20, your final score. Mangum wins it tonight over the Ringling Blue Devils. Ringling scores the first touchdown of the ball game. Lead at 7-0. Mangum countered on a couple of big plays, tied it at 7. Ringling then counter-punching, taking a 14-7 lead. Mangum scores, missed the extra point. It's a 14-13 ball game. Tigers score in the third quarter. They lead it by a score of 19-14, but they miss an extra point again. And then lo and behold, how about Jackson Warner saying, you know what, I've struggled on the extra points, but I think I can hit one from 25. He does, and that's the difference in the ball game. Mangum wins it by a final score of 22-20. Congratulations to Sam Powers and his coaching staff getting a victory in game number 1 here at the Liberty Bowl, and it was a dandy. Some of the folks from Ringling saying, maybe we'll get a crack at these Tigers again in the playoffs, and you never know. For a long time away, it could indeed happen. So again, Mangum wins it by a final score of 22-20. They are 1-0 on the young season. We're back at the Liberty Bowl next Friday night. Another set of Blue Devils will come to town. This time it will be the group from Walters. No doubt I will refer to them as Ringling at least 3 times, like I referred to Ringling as Walters 3 times here this evening. It all has to be kismet. Don't forget now, we've got a great softball game coming up for you on Monday night as Apache will be in town to take on Richard Carney's club. District ramifications big next week for Mangum. They get Apache with a 1-loss district record. Keep in mind, Mangum is undefeated. They get Apache on Monday night, and then we go to Hobart on Thursday night. But again, a marvelous win here tonight for the Mangum Tigers. They win it by a final score of 22-20. We hope that our erstwhile young buddy, Dylan Fox, gets himself better this week. Also spends a little time studying the game of football, so his color comments will be no doubt on point. And maybe we'll get lucky, and our old buddy Justice O'Neill will have time to join us in the broadcast booth. We love the incitement. We love the enthusiasm that head coach Sam Powers has brought to this football team, and it was evident tonight. 22-20, Mangum wins it. Have yourself a fantastic weekend. Join us Monday morning at 6 for Michael in the morning. Morning radio the way it should. No thanks. Morning radio the way it should be. 6 to 9, Monday through Friday, right here on Classic Hits 97.7. Softball Monday, softball Thursday, football Friday. You gotta love it. Classic Hits 97.7. So long, everybody.